There we go. Hi everybody. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all can see me and hear me. Can you all hear me? All right. Okay. Let me start from the start. I'm sorry I'm a little late. Let me first apologize, y'all. I know I had to reschedule it for a little bit later. And just now, when I tried to log on, for some reason, YouTube kept kicking me out and I had to go back and log back in. So it took me a couple of minutes there. I do apologize for that. Excuse me. So let me go back and see who I missed because I guarantee I missed a lot of you guys. All right, let me start from the top. Joshua, of course, as usual, Joshua Robinson. Thank you so much, Joshua, as always, for your generosity and for being here. I do appreciate you. Afrohuman, hello. Spirit Moon, hello. Patty Burns, hello. Yes, I'm always pleased to see all of y'all, but I do appreciate every one of you. Please don't get me wrong. I mean, but I always appreciate Joshua. Anybody else who shows up here, participates, and for your generosity. So please know I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Kim Wright, Joshua's in the house. Yes, Lucinda 5563. Hello. Good evening. Hope really. Hello. Joshua, you would definitely be on her brand's label, yeah. Kim Wright says 2 minutes, yes. Yenabag, hello. Patty Burns, Pauline, hi Pauline. Joshua says, Yenabag, I'm still decorating my tree. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe, okay, we'll do that later. I was just thinking, maybe when we get on the Zoom call, maybe we can kind of show a little bit of our Christmas decoration, whatever, to each his own. Okay, Kathleen Cheney, then Artate, hello. Ate my dinner so early. Hope really, hello. Blue Lamp, hello. Well, Blue Lamp, well, it's always a hoot, right? That's what life is all about. Have a little bit of fun. Anywho, now I'm watching from my computer. Ooh, nicer and faster, yes. I had a personal engagement and I knew I was going to be slightly late coming back, headed home, fighting traffic, peak hour traffic, and I didn't want to take a chance on it. So I was like, you know what, I better kind of push it back a little bit. Ooh, okay. Libra 1005, hello. B Bites, hello. Scout Inquirer, hello. Kathleen Cheney, Yenabag. Jan P, hello from San Diego. Oh my gosh, I love San Diego. Beautiful, love it. Southern California girl here. Pauline, I use voice text, excuse me. Okay, that's fine. Crystal Bauman, hey, Crystal. Esmeralda Espino, hello. Libra, then Seeking Rainbows, hello. Okay, Joshua again, hello. Thank you for your generosity, Joshua. Libra, then who else we got? Gypsy Girl, hey, what's that? Wasn't that a hood the other night? Oh my God, you know what? It's like, well, not 100, but yeah, I suppose it looked like that. It's like these are my go-to, those were my items that if it is not this particular item, then it's just the alternates, and sometimes I end up having, I haven't yet completed one all the way through, and then I decide I'm going to try the other brand for a change just to switch it up. So, it looks like my skin is not complaining. Let me see. I can't even see without my glasses. Yeah, so there you go. Proof is in the pudding. Well, now I'm being a bit of a show off. I shouldn't. Oh my God. Following the Delphi case, Somerton here. Libra says, okay. Pamela Strutman, hello. Anyone from North Carolina, or are we supposed to? No, you can ask, Hope. I mean, you can ask, like somebody just said, I'm from San Diego, whatever. That's totally acceptable. I personally think that we shouldn't be getting into too much personal questions, like really personal questions, because, you don't know who else is watching, right? Just because they haven't joined in on the chat doesn't mean that they're not watching, right? So just for the sake of security. Okay. Seeking Rainbows. Artate, hello. I'm eating ice cream. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little Delvin, hello. Alia, hello. Karen Steed, hello. Hello. Persephone's mom, hello. Okay, Delvin, Sharon Parker. Shane Caldwell or Sharon Caldwell? I'm sorry. I can't. Is that SHA? Okay, watch me. Look what I got. A little magnifying glass. Oh, Sharon Caldwell. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Spirit Moon is crazy with all this Christmas shopping and crazy. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Christine Van Buren, hello. Tammy Smith, hello. Amy Agee, hello. Southampton County, Virginia, hello. Lisa Lascapoli. Okay, so here's what's going on, y'all. So I am going to, just we can start off now for a brief period of time. We'll probably be gabbing about this and that as we always do. Again, please accept my apologies for pushing this particular live stream a little later, like delaying it a little. Like I said, I just didn't want to take a chance, fighting traffic and all that. So I was like, okay. And then I got back home in time. I logged in and then it kicked me out. So I logged back in and it kicked me out again. And it says you have to re-register. I was like, no. Something's wrong with this. You better fix it, YouTube. And then I was able to, who knows, completely switch off my computer and start it back up. And then I was good to go. So anyway, give me 1 second, y'all. I can't seem to multitask today for some reason. I don't know. There we go. Right. So how's everybody doing as far as your tainted meat high? As far as your... Oh, somebody's eating fudge? What? And none for us? Okay, Texas Patriot is in the house. Hey girl, hey, right? So here we are. How are y'all doing as far as your Christmas shopping is concerned, y'all? Have y'all I pretty much either overdo it or I'll be like, I don't know what I need to get and I completely blank out. It's one or the other. Hey Texas Patriot. Can you all hear me though? I'm assuming you can. Nobody gave me a thumbs up for the voice check or sound check or mic check or whatever you call that thing. Thumbs up if you can hear me and see me clearly, please. Delvin, hello. Leslie Bonito, hello. All right. So, this needs to go here. Let me get my stuff. All my stuff. So a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about with regards to this particular case and the premise of actually doing this. As we all know that, I'm going to jump right into it, okay? As we all know, this whole drama with the Delphi case is they had something out in the news saying that some guy, some pornographic stuff or child molesting. Hope Riley, hello. Tasha Zumowski, hello. Arte, hello. Wait, Nancy Maracle, hello. Hope Riley. JR, hi. Okay, so okay, let me focus on this because I can't. Hi Afrohuman. They're talking about some random guy who apparently has this child pornography stuff or something like that, where he had created a profile using somebody else's pictures, and then all of a sudden they all gung-ho about him, and then they go catch him, and then they're like, oh, somehow he's related to the case. And I'm sitting here thinking, listen, when do these girls shrink inked? Oh, that's a nice name. Jan P, hello. Lotus C, hello. So I'm like, when did these girls pass? When did they pass? Years ago. And now you come up with this bullcrap, you pull something out of your ARSA, and you're like, oh yeah, look what else we found. I think whenever they do things like that, it is either because public has been putting a lot of pressure on them, or either some political hidden agenda, where maybe some, I don't know, governor or some district attorney or somebody may be saying, hey, or a senator or whoever, my constituents have come to me and they are putting a lot of pressure on me, do something, put something out there just to keep them pacified. Stuff like that does happen all the time. Now, again, I'm not saying that every time the police come up with something like this, it's bah humbug, is just to keep us quiet. That's not what I'm saying. But in some cases, it definitely happens, just to keep the public quiet. They'll come up with this random stuff and they'll be like, oh, you know what, we found something new. They do that all the time. So I don't put much credit to that. I'm like, whatever. Now, having said that, I also feel like one of you guys, I'm not going to mention the real family member's name for the sake of her security, etc. She had actually sent me some information, in the sense that she had asked, do you think there's anything connecting Barry Morphew and the Delphi murders, because he apparently lived somewhere close to wherever the Delphi murders happened. And on further research, come to find out, yeah, he lived about an hour and a half away from them. And this real family member was kind enough to send me Barry's date of birth and Suzanne's date of birth and place of birth, but no time of birth. So I was able to pull up some charts and things like that. So now I'm going to delve into that and see if he was in any way, shape or form actually the one responsible for the Delphi murders. We don't know, right? It's just like, it's a possibility, but we don't know for sure. Because you go back and look at his case, everybody and sundry knows that out of the blue, all of a sudden he just uprooted his whole family and goes all the way across the country to Colorado and sets up base over there. Like, why would you go there in such a hurry when your business is established here, when everything is established here, for somebody to just up and go? It's not like you got a transfer from your employer saying that, hey, we have another division in Colorado, we need you to move there and you can take charge and control and manage that division. It wasn't like a transfer. He's a business person. It's very difficult for a business to kind of just up and go, right? Or a business owner to do that, because think about it, the logistics of it. So it's like, why would you just pack bags and literally overnight move? There's something to that. And before I forget, y'all, I have something I need to wear. This was again a really beautiful gift. Let me wear it from one of you guys. This is my cape, okay? You guys are going to love it, okay? Wait, I said I was going to wear it. So there you go. The person who gifted me this, should I mention your name? Give me a thumbs up. If you don't want me to mention your name, I will not. So you see this? Let me stand up, okay? So I'm going to stand up. You see that? Okay. I don't know how well y'all could see it, but it has, it's beautiful, it's soft, it's snuggly, it's absolutely wonderful. It's got all the tarot cards on it, and then it's got the zodiac signs on it, and I absolutely love it. So this is going to remain at my desk on my chair, so that when I feel a little cold, I can just put it on. I don't have to fuss with the sleeves and stuff. So thank you so very much for the beautiful gift. I do appreciate it. Oh my God. Oh. All right, y'all. Yeah, it's a beautiful cape. It really is beautiful. I can't show it it's beautiful, y'all. It's got, see? It's got all the tarot cards, and then it's got the oh wait. See? All the sun signs and all that stuff. There we go. Okay, enough. Hi, Araceli. How are you? Good to see you, Lauren Sparks. Hi. All right, y'all. Let's get started because I've been gabbing on. Let me quickly pull up what is... So... I'm just going to write it down here. So Barry, right? Barry Lee Morphew, and he was born on October 17th, 1967 in Alexandria, Indiana. Okay, now let's go back and let me get the other chart. Hang on, y'all. Reports home. Then Suzanne, Suzanne, Renee, right? Renee, Morphew. She was born April 30th, 1971. Okay, so Merit Seeger Design, hello. Sherilyn Schaffner, hi. So y'all can hear me, right, you guys? You can hear me and see me. Okay. So just to make sure I have spelled her name, hi Sculptor Inquirer, I have spelled Suzanne's name correctly, Suzanne. Okay, and Morphew. So I'm going to do a quick numerology thing for this, and then we'll take it further. Okay, bear with me. So when we go into his 10 plus 17 plus 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I think I had done this once before for the numerology for these people. 10, 20, 30, 40, 47, 50. So this is going to be 4, 30. So 30, 40, wait, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 is equal to 7. So 4, 10, 14. Yeah, 7. Okay. So let me do Barry's numbers. Barry 2, 1, 9, 9, 7, 3, 5, Morphew, 4. Hang on, you guys. Thank you for your patience. 9. Okay, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 28, that's 10, 13, okay, 10, 20, 29, 37, 43, 43, that is 6, 4, 5, 6, 12 is equal to 3. So he is 5 and 3, and she is Suzanne S. 8, 5, 5. Renee is going to be okay. So 8, 9, 10, 20, 23, 23, 10, 20, 29, 29. 4, 5. And how much is this? 10, 20, 29, 37, 43 is 5, 9, and plus 5 is 14. Okay. Alright. So let's take a look. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I do appreciate you. So Barry Lee Morphew, his numbers, date of birth vibrates to 5, and his name, when I do numerology, vibrates to 3. Suzanne's date of birth vibrates to 7, and her name vibrates to 5. So let's let's do some cards to see, confirm if he was related to the case or not, and then we'll go further. Let's see if you guys can see. Do I need another book maybe? Yeah, let's just do this, okay? So you guys can. So he's an October, no, he's a Libra and she is a Taurus. Libra and Taurus, is that correct? Yeah, Libra and Taurus. Let me see. Taurus, yeah, and he is a Libra. She's a Taurus and he is a Libra, yes. Alright, there we go. We can get on with this. So again, I do apologize, I kept you all waiting. Now we are ready to roll. We got information. I'm first going to pull some cards and then we'll take it from there. So let's get some energy cards for the Delphi case, and then we'll see how it is. Noble C, hello. Bird Brain, hello. Munia Andrews, hello. Carrie Malik says hello. Okay. So we have Leo for the Delphi case, okay? So this energy is pulled up. Now, it's very interesting that this energy would pull up because I'm going to pull up another card for Barry, okay? And then we'll see. I can't do that. There we go. We'll see. I'll show you all the cards, y'all. I promise I'll show you all the cards. This is for Barry. Overall energy is Uranus. I'm going to pull one for Suzanne. So we'll see. Yeah, she came flying out right there. Mercury. Okay, so let's take a look here for a second. So Barry, as we know, he is a Libra, correct? And then we have Suzanne, who's Taurus, and the Delphi case, let's take the energy as Leo energy. Let's just, because there are two individuals there, I'm just going to combine it as one case, one energy, and so that energy is popping up as Leo. So if he is a Libra, we have Uranus here. So Uranus, as we all know, rules Aquarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Aquarius is the 5th house, and 5th house talks about love affairs, speculation, and kids. Now here's the thing, funnily enough, Barry's birth date, okay, the date of birth that I was given was October 17, 1967. His birth date vibrates to 5, and funnily enough, Uranus ruling Aquarius is the 5th house. Aquarius is the 5th house for him. So Libra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5th house is all about speculations, love affairs, kids, etc. Now hang on, then we go on to Leo. Okay, how is he related to Leo? Because remember, this is Barry, this is the Delphi case, and this is Suzanne. So where is Leo? He's a Libra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th house is all about like-minded people, groups and friends. Now hang on for a second, okay? Then let's take a look at Mercury. Now Suzanne is Taurus. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. Mercury rules Gemini. So Gemini is her 2nd house. And the 2nd house talks about values, talents, possessions, money, the ability to earn income, etc. Now, how is she, Suzanne, connected with Leo? Let's take a look. So, Suzanne is Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leo is the fourth house from mine. Fourth house signifies emotions, home, mother, family roots, affairs at the end of life. Now, this is very, very interesting for me. I'm just about blown up, kind of, my mind is blown. Think about it. For her, it's all about emotions, her home, mother, family roots, and affairs at the end of life. So, in my humble opinion, any which way you look at it, there is a connection here. Now, remember what I said about Barry and Uranus. 5. Now, fifth house, as we know, is love affairs, speculations, and kids, etc. Now, let's see how these two are connected, correct? So, we go to Libra and Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Taurus is the 8th house from Libra. Now, when you look at Barry, his date of birth vibrates to 5 and his name, Barry Lee Morphew, vibrates to number 3. So, 5 and 3 is 8. And 8th house represents wills, secrets, death, regeneration, long-term finances, sexual energy, and the occult. Okay, this stuff is no jokes, y'all. So Lawrence Park says, no, Barry isn't involved in the Delphi murders. Like, we don't know, we are just seeing. This was just one of those theories and possibilities. Bunny hair. So we are just seeing. I'm not saying he is, but we're just seeing how it relates. So hold your horses, okay? Then we look at Mercury. Now, for her, being a Taurus, Mercury is the second house. Now, second house, as we said, talks about values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income, money, etc. Right? So, the way I look at it is, remember I had said, why would he just okay, so let's talk about this for example. I lost my train of thought. When you're right, we are not sure. Nobody knows for a fact whether he's involved in the case or not. It is a theory. It's been on a lot of people's mind and nobody has ever researched into it, correct? But here's the thing. When you forget about evidence, forget about what any tarot reader is saying or whoever is saying. If you just look at the case, I'm not accusing him of anything more than what he has already been held responsible for, okay? He lived about an hour and a half away from Delphi, right? Where this whole drama happened, correct? Nobody can tell us exactly why, unless I'm missing it. He just decided to up and move his whole family all the way to Colorado. Suzanne was not on board. She did not want to move, as we all know that. Secondly, if you watched my reading about the Delphi case, I had said over there, I feel like somebody who had been watching the girls could have been, a coach or a softball coach or a soccer coach or something. Somebody who watched the kids, who watched them play after school sports, whatever, is involved in their murder. And I'd also said one of the moms knows the kids, right? One of the parents knows a killer, so, or is aware or acquainted with or kind of sort of knows who the killer is. Then you go back and you look at Barry's life. Well, he has an athletic background, correct? He has an athletic background. Of course, he wasn't active on the field playing whatever team, playing as a active playing member, whatever the terminology is. He was a backbencher. And that did affect his ego, because for him, his ego is so big. It's all about his ego. Now, I think I had also read, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, somebody please let me know, that he had also for a brief period of time coached his kids, his daughters. Somebody confirmed that to me, because I remember having read that somewhere. So then, I got on to thinking, well, when you have county events like I don't know, how shall I say, Tarrant County, they may have a soccer, Tarrant County School District may have a soccer match against some other school district or such, then would it be so far-fetched to say that he could possibly have traveled an hour to get to the other school district to play the games and driven his kids back and forth and that sort of stuff? So is it too far-fetched to say that he could have met the girls? It's not too far-fetched. There is a high possibility he could have been in that area where the Delphi murders happened, where Abby and Libby went to school. There's a high possibility he could have been there. Because you look at how old would Libby and Abby be today? They were 13 and 14 when they were killed, correct? And that was how many years ago? Now do the math. How old are Barry's and Suzanne's daughters? How old are they? So it kind of makes me wonder, could their paths have crossed? Okay? I remember one of his daughters flat out refused to believe he had anything to do with it. Yeah, well. Could their paths have crossed? Now, yeah, you're right. Some are saying he could not have done it. Some are saying there's a possibility. I have no guaranteed proof to say yes, Barry is responsible for the Delphi murders. We are just kind of figuring out, could their paths have crossed? If their paths did cross, to what extent were their interactions, etc., etc. So let's get on with this, okay? So now we have figured out the math aspect of it as far as numerology is concerned. Now let's get on with this. And if you guys remember my reading on Barry, Morphew, Suzanne's case, I had said one way or the other they're going to reel him in. They are not going to let him get away. Okay, he may think he has won because he's out on bail, but one way or the other they're going to reel him in. So let's take a look. Okay. It's out there, y'all. I remember very clearly reading about it too, that he had at some point in time coached his kids or that sort of a thing. You're right. Hope Rayleigh says, Patty, I wonder about how controlling, because she met her boyfriend many times in many states. Nobody afraid of their husband would risk it. She wanted to be with the family and he put his foot down and said, we are moving. Absolutely, yes. He just overnight said, we are moving. We're going. That's it. And if you go and do research on that case, they literally moved overnight. I mean, like, it was like, we're moving. Next thing, pack your bags and you're in Colorado. It makes me wonder, right? It makes me wonder, what is a big rush? What is a big rush? Like, what do you do with your business? Aren't you concerned about your business? Right? So, was he involved in Delphi? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. Okay, you guys. My question was he involved in the Delphi case? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, 12, 13. Okay. Let me hold up the card so you guys can see. I'm just going to hold it up at one time so I don't have to pick it up off the table and do all that stuff. So that way you guys are very much aware of what's going on as far as the cards are concerned. Right, any other? Okay. Three aces, 2 jacks, okay, which signifies younger people, and a king, an older mature adult. Okay, so now let's do the math on it. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 98 plus 4, 98, 9900, 101, 102, 103. 103 brings me to 4. So let's do, it's very, very interesting, right? Who knows? I know Joshua is usually so quiet and now Joshua is participating in the chats. That's very refreshing. Thank you. Deborah Haig says criminal profile, nothing to connect him at all. Oh, okay. All right, Deborah, we are all entitled to our opinions. He may not have, you're absolutely right. He may not have had anything to, I'm not accusing him of anything, people. Just so you all know, I'm not accusing him of murdering Abby and Libby. We're just kind of wondering, like, when you look at his case, I don't know, y'all tell me, right? We're all, people who are, we're all adults here, right? Think about it. If your spouse were to come home and say, we're moving, pack your bags, we have 3 days, you're getting out of here, what would your thoughts be? What would your reactions be? You'd be like, whoa, hold on a second, what's going on? Why? What's the rush? What happened? Right? So, this is interesting. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 9, 12. That's not my dogs barking, that's the neighbor's dogs, and I have my window open, so I do apologize for that. But I'm not going to get up and close the windows because I get super hot. Okay, let's do the math. So we have 2 tens, a king, 2 kings, a jack, and 2 queens. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 103, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 112. That is 2, 3, 4. We got 4 again, right? I have a feeling I got 4 kings here. Hang on, you guys. No, 3 kings. So this 2 added up to 4. So we'll see where Barry's 4th house is. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Capricorn. And Delphi, I pulled the Leo card, right? Very interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. No aces on this one. So 2 queens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So none of you are caught onto the question I asked my cards. Okay, hang on, let's get to that in a minute. 40, 50, 60, 78, 81, 81, 81, 86, 86 plus 12 is how much? 98, 17 is equal to 8. So we have 8. Okay, here's the funny thing, y'all. So we vibrate, the first draw was total 4, second draw total 4, and third draw totaled 8. Now, 4th house for Barry is going to be emotional, home, mother, family, roots, affairs at the end of life. Now, if you look at 4th house, because for Barry being a Libra, his 4th house is 1, 2, 3, 4 Capricorn, right? And for Suzanne being a Taurus, her 4th house is 1, 2, 3, 4 Leo. So, and then let's look at the 8th house. The 8th house talks about will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration, finances, sexual energy, etc. Now, if you all paid attention, you all would have noticed that the question I asked the cards was Barry in Delphi? I never asked, did he kill the girls? I said, was Barry in Delphi? So the first time I got 3 aces, to that I think it's a confirmation. He must have been in Delphi, okay? That's what one would assume. So, Nina Bug, who are we talking about? Penny Armstrong, hello. Spirit Moon, hello. Let me ask this one question for my own personal interest. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, so now I'm going to go and pull some cards. Let's go back and pull some cards for the status, the current energy around the Delphi case. Then we'll go back to Barry and we'll switch back and forth. So that way we'll know. What's the question, Scout Inquirer? Hey DTC Prime, hello. Wow, DTC Prime, you and I need to talk, girl. So somebody says Kirtana has asked that question. Yes, hopefully it'll come up. What is that question? Leslie Bonito, heartbreaking. Let me see. Leslie Bonito had. Did they ever find out how the girls were killed? I don't think they have released that information into the weapons used or whatever to public. I don't think so, unless it's out there and I don't know. So, energy around the Delphi case. What is the current energy around the Delphi case? Alright. Wow, we start with an Aries and we end with the Sagittarius. So a lot of fire and action. Lot of fire and action. Okay. You ready, guys? So okay, that's the top. The middle. The bottom. Now, I'm still going to say that the overall energy for the Delphi case, the first time I pulled, if it was Leo, let's just keep it at the back of our mind and I'll tell you why. Because if that overall energy, Leo, is significant to the Delphi case, and that's what my spirits are saying, that's the overall energy for them in their reading. And here I'm talking about the overall energy for the whole case per se. We got Leo already, we got Aries, and we got Sagittarius. So that is talking to me, and it's saying that this is a very, this particular period in the lifespan or in the lifespan of that case, it's a period of action, because fire is all about action, right? The fire energy talks about taking action, right? So when we talk about wands, because clearly it's a wands energy, Sagittarius, Aries and Leo showed up, we talk about taking action. Now we also have the Sun card and we have the Wheel of Fortune card, which is telling me that it really is all about action. So right now, maybe in the next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of action with regards to this case. Now, I don't know exactly what type of action. We'll see how it works out. So, let's go back to this. It's a time for action as far as this case is concerned. So, we have Aries, Pisces and Neptune. So, Aries, as we know, is ruled by Mars. It's all about taking action. And next we have Pisces. And then we have Neptune. Well, Neptune rules Pisces also, correct? And remember, Sagittarius rules, Jupiter rules Pisces as well. So when you look at Aries, Pisces is the 12th sign from Aries, Aries being the first sign. So Aries is about all that fire, stiff, fury energy, and then Pisces comes in as a 12th sign. It talks about karma, hidden supports and institutions. Now let's focus on hidden supports. 12th house talks about hidden supports. The 12th house for Aries is Pisces, okay? So hidden supports talks about things, somebody in the background doing some research, maybe delving into the case, maybe trying to investigate and bring some information forward. Now, it may not necessarily be a particular detective and officer in that city. It could be the FBI, it could be, the Bureau of Investigation for that state. I'm not talking about anybody in the local law enforcement office. I'm talking about either the Indiana Bureau of Investigation or the FBI or somebody. doing a lot of research in the background, and I feel like support is going to come from that individual or that source or that office with regards to the case. Now let's flip it around. If Pisces, okay, is we talk about Pisces being the first house, then Aries will be the 12th house for Pisces, right? So whichever way, the 12th house aspects are here: karma, hidden supports and institutions, and the first house aspect, it talks about how it is presented. First house is all about you, how you are presented, yourself, etc. Now you in this case is the case, right? In this incident, in this scenario is the case. How is the Delphi case being presented? Okay, so that's the issue right here. There's a lot about this case that is so hidden, so deep. And institutions, remember I said 12th house, karma, hidden supports and institutions. Now what are institutions? Institutions, government agencies, law enforcement, any institution, any organization, right, that has authority, etc., over the general public. Definitely I feel that the institution, the police department or whoever, there is a lot hidden over there. Either they bungled it up, or they have some information and they're refusing to let it out because for some reason, I don't know, maybe they just generally don't have information and they're doing everything they possibly can to hide the fact that they dropped the ball on this. So definitely institutions are at play, key members of the institution. Institutions could, now I'll tell you what, if the Libra card comes up, then I'm going to say institutions is also going to involve the legal system. Hang on one second, I'm curious to know if the Libra card comes up. Because remember there was all this bah humbug talk about, not bah humbug, all this talk about some guy who was in the justice system or legal system in that particular city or state who was somehow involved. I don't know his name, but people were kind of saying that he is involved, etc., etc. Let's see if the Libra card comes out. That will be a kind of a confirmation on that. No, we have Capricorn, so we'll leave that there for a second. Now, when we talk about Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn talks all about constriction, right? So Saturn is saying, no, hold on a second, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes. We cannot just come out over here and talk and gab and whatever. Now, when we talk about hidden secrets, when we talk about hidden agendas, when we talk about a smoke screen, that is possibly exactly why this whole drama about this guy who put up this false profile, etc., etc., there is a reason they are probably doing that, just to hide, to redirect attention, redirect the focus of the general public onto something else. I'm sorry, it sounds bad what I'm about to say, but it's almost like throw them a bone, let them keep gnawing at that bone, and then they'll be distracted from the main thingy here. That's what it appears to me. Now, let's take a look at this. We have the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. Now, as we know, the Sun card, of course, right, rules Leo, action. And the Sun card talks about happy times. Sun card also talks about expanding your horizons, expanding your thought process. It talks about shedding light on that which is hidden so that it can be seen with much more clarity. And when you can see things with so much clarity, you will be better able to take the appropriate action. Then we talk about the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, as we all know. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter also rules Pisces. Right here we have the Sagittarius card, correct? Think about that. We have the Sagittarius card, and here we have the Pisces card. So I'm going to say that absolutely the wheels are turning. There is going to be a power shift as far as this case is going to be concerned in the very near future. What I mean by power shift is it could be one of two things. The power is going to shift from the police department or the institutions to a single entity or to an outside entity who is going to be managing or figuring out this case independently as an individual. There's another way the shift can occur, this power shift can occur. The public may, after all, end up getting more power and due to, the force of public opinion or whatever, and that getting together of minds and thoughts and people just coming together, it could kind of snowball into quite a powerful little thingy, which is going to powerball, if you will, which is going to be like, literally dropped on the investigative whoever, the police department, local police department, and then the public is going to say, no, we are going to take power back from you guys because we gave you so much of time, so much of respect, so much of space, we put you all in positions of power, but you all have not done anything about this, so now we are going to take back power. It can also play out in another scenario where they're going to say we need the police chief to retire or to walk away, or whoever the individuals are in that police whatever department, we need them all to resign and walk away, or some kind of a change in the dynamics or shift in the power is going to happen for sure. Then we have well, I shouldn't use the words for sure, I've been told, because people kind of I don't know, for some reason it's supposed to be a trigger thing, I don't know why or how. Then we have the Hermit card. Now Hermit card, as we all know, talks about going inwards, trying to find the details, rethinking yourself, realigning, refocusing, figuring out, searching for answers, searching for the right way, searching for the right path. It also talks about searching for truth. Searching for truth. So there is clearly a need by the public has a need to find out the truth about this case. There is a small faction of society over there that is really, really fighting for the truth to come out. There is another faction of society that is like, no, there are a lot of big people involved in this, we don't want to know because it's going to cause a lot of drama. And remember, I kept talking about the the Libra card. I can't talk today. Libra card. Well, right below my eyes here we have the air card. This is not necessarily just Libra, but the air card is Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. So anyhow, we have the air card and then we have Uranus and Sagittarius, right? So let's think about this. Uranus rules Aquarius, right? And Uranus is all about sudden changes and shocks. So what about the air card? What about the air? When we have strong winds and we have flames, it's going to carry the flames forward and there could be a lot of destruction. Even if you don't have fire, with just strong winds, as we know, it can cause a lot of destruction. The air card also signifies, it's a 7th house, see, Suzanne's number is 7. Anyhow, the air card also signifies a lot of strategic thinking, a lot of back and forth, a lot of exchange of words, a lot of exchange of information, emails, a lot of that back and forth going on within the department with regards to this case, because I really, really feel that they are almost at a point where they are going to throw up their hands and they're going to say this case is not going to be solved. They are reaching that point. They're going to say, like, we did everything we possibly could. If anything new comes up, we'll keep you all posted, until then back off. Something to that effect. Then Uranus is about sudden shocks and changes. Then we have Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius is again taking action. It's seeking the truth. Remember, Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. Sagittarius likes to travel a lot. It could mean travel, physical travel. It could also mean seeking information and traveling in the mind. So when you look at this, to me it says there is a lot of asking questions, researching, wanting to find out, look at this, look at that, turn over this stone. Yeah, we did, but no, let's go turn over this little rock again. We don't know what we might find. We forgot. Maybe we didn't look under that rock. We looked under this tree branch. So there's a lot of seeking going on here, seeking for information. Now, why is there so much of seeking going on and yet no answers? Because this case has been going on for such a long time. Well, we have Capricorn here, right? And Capricorn, as we know, is ruled by Saturn, right? Saturn always, unlike Jupiter, where Jupiter says, yeah, and the Sun card is like, I'm going to make sure the light is turned on, everything can be seen, there are no dark nooks and crannies, every little bit of information is clearly visible, and it's like, go bigger, go bigger. Saturn is like, no, we have a lot more work to do. You better go back to the drawing board and you better reconfigure, reset, rethink it, change whatever you need to change. And Saturn is constriction, right? So with this card popping up, it's telling me for some reason this case is not getting the break that it should get, that it should have got. Considering the amount of information that is available and the so-called suspects that everybody kind of seems to know, but yet the police are not grabbing onto that and running with it. For some reason, they're holding back. That is what bothers me. Why is the police department holding back? Right? So, we'll see where we go from here. I know I missed a lot of what? Less than a year after the sketch of the murderer came out. And that's another thing that kind of bothers me. Remember, they came out with that sketch about the bridge guy, which showed like somebody who was in his mid-50s to late 50s type of thing. And then they come out with another sketch of some guy who looks totally, really young. But if you remember my reading, I had said there is an older person who's involved, and there were two younger people. I think I said I have to go back and watch my video. And I feel the younger person was a little bit scared and a little bit worried. So who knows? Bird Brains is Merry Christmas. They don't want to solve it. There is a reason why, Merit Seeger design. Yes, there is a reason why they don't want to solve it. Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of big fish involved in the Delphi case. Exactly. Okay, let's go and take a look at something else over here. Now, you know what? I am going to, remember I said I'm going to go back and forth? Still missing some. Okay. I don't even know how many people are watching here. I think law enforcement really dropped the ball or are protecting one of their own or someone in position of higher positive. So now I'm going to do an overall energy for the Morphew case, and we'll see if there are any similarities. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth. I hope you guys are with me. Yeah, it's possible. Scout Inquirer, Bridge Guy and Son, possible, yes. Marcy Lime Snake said, hi Kirtana. Hi Marcy. Okay, what's the energy around the Morphew case? I'm going to go back and forth, y'all. I'm not going to draw my own conclusions. I'm going to do this back and forth. You guys figure it out, okay? Sheriff Hawkins has to hold back because he's part of the generational curse. Could be. Y'all, give me a thumbs up, y'all. Very suspicious. Delvin and Bow and Arrow, very suspicious. What? They know who killed them just to prove. Okay. Energy around Suzanne's case. Oh my God. This is for the energy around Suzanne's case. Y'all keep up with me, okay? Those dogs better hush really quick. Exactly, Bunny. I know, baby. You're being so loud, obnoxious. You know what? I'm just going to shut that window, you guys, because those dogs are kind of annoying me. Hang on. 1 second. Watch out, Bookie. It's okay, baby. You just stay still and I will walk around you. Ina, seriously. Alright. So, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, it's like, no, too much noise. I try to keep the window open when it's kind of pleasant outside, so I don't need to use the fan, because if I put on the fan, then my candles will have to be put out, and I don't like that. So yeah, it's one or the other. Neptune, Cancer, Mercury. Alright, so here we go. We got Scorpio, Aquarius and Gemini. Remember, this is the energy for the Morphew case, okay? And then you'll figure out if there's a tie-up or not. I'm going to leave that up to you guys, okay? So we have Scorpio, Aquarius and Gemini. Now think about it. We did get Aquarius in the last one, and we did get Mercury, right? Did we get Mercury? Probably not. We have Mercury here. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Death card, we have Temperance, we have Neptune, Cancer, and Mercury. Alright. So, right away, right on top, I see Scorpio, and I see Gemini and Aquarius. Now, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and it's ruled by Pluto. Now, Mars, as we know, is all about taking action, going forward. Mars, as we know, is a god of war, and Pluto is all about regeneration. Pluto is very, very strong energy. What? Margaret Rodriguez says, good night, Angela. Somebody left? Okay, you too, Angela. Getting ready for work. Good night. Oh my God, girl. All right, I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you, Angela, for dropping by. Johnny Jones says hi. Anyway, so Scorpio ruled by Mars and ruled by Pluto. So take action, go forward, intense energy. And Pluto is all about regeneration. Well, you know, typically when you go to war, there is a high possibility that there is a certain chance that one would be wounded or may not necessarily make it back home. So Pluto comes in. Pluto is very regenerative. Pluto has the ability to help somebody recover, recoup. And Pluto also, with that very, very strong energy, sometimes that recovery and recuperation, bringing back, rising from the ashes, may not necessarily be a very good idea. Then we have Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is constriction. Saturn is restriction. Saturn is think again. Excuse me. Uranus is sudden shocks and changes. And then we have Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is very wishy-washy, as we all know. Mercury cannot be contained, right? Mercury is very quick to make its own path, make its own choices, make its own decisions. Mercurial energy, right? It's like squirrel, that type of an energy. So when you talk about these heavy hitters on top, Mars, you have Pluto, and then you have Saturn, you have Uranus, and you have Mercury. That's a lot of intense energy. Then at the bottom you have, it's going to tie up, hold on. Bottom we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and Temperance. So right under Scorpio we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying, listen, there is things that are moving and shifting and changing, albeit a little bit slower, but remember, right under Scorpio, Plutonic energy is here. So that's a heavy hitter. When Pluto decides to kind of calm himself, and he stops getting his knickers in a twist, then the Wheel of Fortune and Jupiter is going to say, okay, let's move on. Because right now, Pluto in this reading is saying, Jupiter, hold on. Pluto is butting heads with Jupiter, not letting Jupiter to progress and start moving, because Jupiter is always moving. It's about expanding. So when Pluto calms down a bit, then the momentum is going to pick up for the Wheel of Fortune, and the case is going to spin forward faster. Then we have the Death card right under Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, as I said, is ruled by Saturn, and Uranus changes and shocks, sudden changes and shocks. So think about that for a second, right? The Death card is again a Capricorn energy, and death is all about change and rebirth. Now, there is a high possibility, and I think I had said this in one of the videos, that yes, Barry is very egotistical. Yeah, he's all about that pumped up me. I had said that, I'm not so sure that I'm not so sure he would consider suicide, but at one point of time, yes, he did think about it, because his ego is so big. He'd rather end it on his own terms than be stuck in prison for the rest of his life and have somebody pass a judgment and say, you, Barry Morphew, you're going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you have the death sentence. He is not going to be happy with somebody else having the power and control over him to tell him how his life is going to be. He'd much rather off himself, because he's like, that's ego. I'm not going to let somebody else have that kind of power over me. If I need to go, I'll off myself. So that, that's sort of a dynamic in his head. Now, I am saying for sure with regards to Suzanne, it was definitely a situation which was very volatile, very high energy. Now remember, Suzanne is Taurus, right? So when we talk about the death card Capricorn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ninth house, right? Listen to this. Talks about father, okay, distant travel, higher education and intellect. Now of course higher education doesn't apply here because we know she was not necessarily looking to pursue academia, right? But her father plays a very strong role over here. So I don't know whether that was assets she had inherited from her dad or from her mom. I think it's from her dad. And it talks about distant travel. Now distant travel could also mean, yes, physical travel, moving away, going away. Okay, but distant travel in this case, I feel that she definitely wanted to break away from the relationship and move on. So she was talking about putting distance between herself and this ding dong ding along. And then we have Temperance. Now Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius, and as we know, Temperance is saying, listen, find the balance, make sure you are able to blend the energies around you. Don't just go off on one particular energy, like you get it in your head that you want to go and do this and do that. Don't be impulsive. Have a balanced approach to be able to do things the right way. Because she knew that if she were to tell him, I'm leaving you right now, he would have done something crazy. So I feel she was trying to find some balance over there. A part of her was wanting to stay because of the kids, and the part of her was like, I can't deal with this, I want to go. But she was trying to find a nice way to go because she was so concerned about the kids. She was also concerned about her own safety and her own life, but then she was concerned about the kids. So she was going back and forth, and that's why the mercurial stuff comes up. Now this is also telling me, here's the funny thing. She was also very mercurial as far as her emotions were concerned regarding her life and regarding Barry, because she knew of his dalliances, right, where he was going around and messing around with other individuals, etc. But she was like, should I outright accuse him, or should I just ignore all of that and act like everything is fine and just say, I'm not into this marriage and leave? Or should I stay? Should I call his bluff or should I leave? She was very, very mercurial about this. Now, in all honesty, the way these cards are showing me, at some point in time, she really thought how nice it would be if he just left. Like, for her, it's like, if he just got up and he said, I am divorcing you, I'm going to be gone, her thing is like, I would be the happiest person on the face of the earth. If he initiated divorce and if he said, I'm over and done with this relationship, I want to leave, she would be like, tell me where to sign. Let me open the door for you. Come, let me carry your bags to the car. Hang on, let me load your car with your things. Like that. She was like, that would be the ideal situation. But the issue over here is Cancer. Now Cancer, let's talk about this for a second. It's the moon card, right? Hold your horses, hang on a second. Now she's Taurus, 1, 2, 3. Cancer is the third house. Okay, one more time. Immediate environment and short trips. So I am saying this, I think I said it way back when, I said it now too. There was a lot of evidence in the immediate environment where Susan passed, and that is their home and their vehicles or whatever, that property, that area. I don't know how well he managed to clean up after himself, or what was found, what was not found. But anyhow, we have the Cancer card, and the Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? And the moon is all about beware of deception. The Cancer card is all about emotions, right? Cancer also is very typically, the moon is feminine, so it's a motherly energy. It's that, oh my God, what if I leave this guy and go? What happens to my kids? What is he going to do to my kids? How am I going to manage with my kids? That part of her psyche, the mother aspect of her, kicks into mode, and she's like, now what do I do? Like, how do I tell my children? The children kind of sort of knew, but she hadn't really, I don't think she had really sat them down and had this conversation with them saying that XYZ is going on and your father did this and your father. I think the kids were smart enough to know, but she didn't want to have that confrontational kind of a thingy with her kids because she felt that it wouldn't necessarily be right. But I'm also going to tell you that the younger child was leaning more towards mom and the older child more towards dad. And I think I said that even in the previous videos and readings for her. I think Suzanne was closer to the younger child, and it was more because of the younger child that she chose to stay. I'm not trying to lay the guilt on the younger child, please know that. But this is the energy I'm getting. I feel like she was more concerned about the younger child than the older one, because she felt the older one was a little bit more detached, maybe a little bit older and would move out or whatever. But the younger one was her focus, okay? Now we have Neptune. Now what is Neptune? Okay, Neptune is confusion, illusions, and dreams. There we go again. Mercury, Cancer, and Neptune. Mercury, Moon, and Neptune, right? How much more can you would one need to prove that she was very confused? There was a lot of illusions. There was a lot of dreaming and hoping that things would be different, things could change, this, that, and the other, but it didn't. Now, one more thing I'm going to say, right? With Neptune, what about Neptune? Neptune is water. I think I had said in one of the readings that I feel that he disposed of her in water, or he took her somewhere over water in a boat. I don't know whether he owns a boat or not. He doesn't have to own a boat to borrow one from somebody, but that's what I get. Now let's continue on over here. Now we have Scorpio right on top and Mercury at the bottom and the death card in the middle. Alright, so we talk about Scorpio. Scorpio is regeneration. Scorpio is Mars. It's that intense anger, that intense aggravation, that it's that intense go to war kind of energy, death and Mercury. So that anger drove him to kill her, and Mercury is, now what do I do to quickly handle and manage the situation? But Mercury here is also showing me, because he's a Libra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9,000. Mercury is also showing me over here, for a brief period of time, for a very brief period of time, he thought about calling 911 and saying, oh, there was an accident and by mistake I killed my wife. For a brief period of time. But then, pride and ego, right? I'm not going to do that to myself. It's okay, let the police do their research. I'm not going to fess up to anything. He himself had some mercurial thoughts going on in his head. He himself had that. So this mercurial energy was going on with her, was going on with him as well. That causes a lot of stress and strain. Mercury is quite a, mercury poisoning, as they say. You can't really get past it. Mercury can be very intense. It could literally contaminate every single thing, every single element that it touches. Mercury has the ability to contaminate. Okay? So, I'm also going to say a couple of things over here. I said this before, I will say it now. He had addictions, for sure he has addictions. Now, is it alcohol, is it hunting, is it smoking pot, is it eating too much steaks, or is it sex addiction? I would say it was, he was addicted to sex. That drive, that energy he got, he definitely kind of fed off of it. Okay? Now let's do one more thing over here. Did you guys see any similarities between, hi Carol, no you're not late. In ratio, hello. Hi Connie. Did you all see, since I know some of you all doobies. Yeah, gypsy girl doobies. Yes, she would have had happiness if she had left him, but that's the thing. It's like, well, you look at her chart, right, 5th house, and then she vibrates. So his date of birth and her name vibrate to 5, okay? And 5 talks about speculations, love affairs, kids as well. And his date of birth is 3 and her name is 7. So 3rd house is immediate environment and short trips, and 7 is friends, marriage, partnerships, contracts and relationships. So this clearly says it is a very fated relationship. It's a very fated life that they had. Now, I think in the reading I had first mentioned, and everybody was up in arms when I said that, until it all came out in the news, and people were like, oh yeah, Kirtana. Remember, if you all go back and watch the readings, I had said that she had help from another person who she was kind of sort of interested in, and everybody was like, no, that's not possible. I got some hate mail because of that. People are like, you're making Suzanne out to be somebody she isn't, and she would never do that and all that. And ultimately everything came out, and I'm like, I don't blame her for it. I didn't say it to kind of demean her. It's like she was looking for another relationship, that, and she felt that she found the necessary support, or for whatever reason with that other guy. I don't even know what his name is, her high school sweetheart or whoever, or I don't know what the relationship is. She felt that she would have a better opportunity, a better life with him. He was like her solace, if you will, and she was able to lean on him for some kind of a support. And I wish that she would have managed to get away and gone. I mean, I don't blame her, because Barry would outright mess around with other women, and she knew about it, and she couldn't stop him. So would you blame her also for wanting to go out, step out of the relationship? I mean, I'm not a judge here. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, believe they know who, just don't have the wise or the proof, because it's definitely going to be tied to law enforcement somewhere in the mix. Yes, Jani, you're right. Jani, you're right. Lisa one says, Jeff Libla. Who's Jeff Libla? I don't know. Barry's thought, how dare you leave me? Yes, exactly, because for him it's control. For him, it's all about the money and the control. I'm going to do one more thing for Suzanne and Barry, then I'll go back to the Libby case and come back to this. Are you guys finding this very confusing? Yes, absolutely. Why should she be continue to be treated like crap, right? Y'all, how come nobody's hitting the like button, y'all? Come on, give me some likes here, people. Somebody's saying only 27 like buttons. Okay, all right. Maybe y'all don't like this format going back and forth. Yeah, she was searching for somebody to support her, and she could talk with her about her problems. Yeah. Yes, the guy that Suzanne went to high school with. I just don't know his name. Jeff Libler. Is that who, Lisa? Okay, got it. Jeff Libler. Let me see. And I think I had gotten the alphabet also, right? The J. Jen Coco says hi. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. I D. J as in Jeff, I as in Indiana, D as in Delphi. Could that be? Could that be? You guys, I'm not kidding you. Listen. How can I even hold it up, you guys? Oh my God. Where is this camera? There. Can you see that? J, D, and I. I'm trying to hold it up. There you go. Okay, thank you, Texas Patriot. Thank you, Lauren. Can it be? It's like J, D, and I. Oh my goodness, I'm blown away by this, but all right. We have the feather. Music. Somebody liked country music. I don't know which one of them liked country music. Was it Suzanne who liked country music? About the house. Well, that doesn't help. Showing you. This is the house. It's the family, the house. I also want to say church, but hang on. I have something here. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a tiny, tiny heart. It's unbelievable. I'm actually quite surprised that I got those letters J, D and I. I'm quite surprised. And 2 hearts. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was really quite keen on that guy, that Jeff guy. We do have the feather. My question is, when this card comes up, I always ask, oh, we got 100%. Oh, thank you, y'all. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you. When this comes out, I always feel like somebody has Native American in them. Like there's some kind of a Native American influence over there. Also, music is coming up very promptly. We talk about a single heart and 2 hearts. So, ooh, did I lose it? So, okay, this is definitely talks about relationship. And this, whenever the single heart pops up like that, I feel like emotions, okay, are a little bit restricted over there. Let's do this. Okay, we have the number 4. Okay, can you see that? So 4 to me, yeah, we don't have 4 over here. Let me see. 4 for Libra. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is Capricorn, because for Barry his 4th house is Capricorn. And for Taurus, Suzanne, her 4th house is 1, 2, 3, 4 is Leo. So 4th house talks about emotions, home, mother, family roots, affairs at the end of life. Then we have Leo here pop up. Okay. Then who is this guy? Oh my God, let me hold him properly. Oh shoot. This guy. Right? So let me take a look at that. Capricorn is showing up again. So wow, why is Capricorn popping up so much? Because that's the 4th house is Saturn ruled by Saturn. So 4th house talks about emotions, home, mother, family roots, etc., affairs at the end of life. My question would be, does anybody know if Suzanne had a will, or she was fixing to get a will set done up? Yeah, Bunny does love his sleep, Queen of Wands. Can you all hear him? Robin Orpheus says, I wonder if there were any astrological influences going on. Absolutely. I mean, you can just, looking at their numbers over here, I can tell that there was definitely, this was a fated relationship. It is very fated. From the very get-go, yeah, for a brief period of time, it was all this. So the way I look at it is, this relationship from the very beginning for Barry, this is how he looked at Suzanne. Barry had an image in his mind about the type of girl he wanted to marry. Okay? He had a particular image. He had a particular life that he had already imagined and planned out in his head, right? So he pursued Suzanne because she fit that image. Physically, her appearance, her looks, the way she spoke, the way she presented herself, and she fit the image he had of a potential wife in his idealistic marriage and life. So she fit that perfectly, and he pursued her. I don't think from the very beginning she was like all about him. I don't think from the very beginning, the moment she met him, she was like, he's the love of my life, I'm going to marry him. I don't think so. I think she might have, for a brief period of time, she might have kind of not given him as much attention. And Barry, being Barry and being so, very macho or whatever he thought himself to be, and so egotistical, for him it was all about the chase. But for Suzanne, she really didn't have that much interest in him in the beginning, so therefore she didn't give him that much time. But it played out perfectly for Barry because he assumed she was just playing difficult and playing, tough to get, and the chase was on and he enjoyed it, and then it was victory. Look, I have, that sort of a thing. That's how that relationship came about. Yeah, did they kind of care for each other? I'm not saying they never loved each other because I don't know. I wasn't in the relationship to tell. But it was somewhere along the line, soon enough, it became a marriage of convenience. I can tell you for a fact, based on the cards that I have gotten, that it wasn't just recently that Suzanne wanted to leave the marriage and go. She had thunk about it for a long time, and particularly when the children were 6 and 8 years old, that around that age group, she thought about leaving the marriage. She did. I wouldn't be surprised if she has shared that with somebody. And she has also gone for counseling because she couldn't deal with him because he was just so overpowering, so like too much energy, and she is like constantly that heightened, that energy level being that high, and Barry being the way he is and always talking big and bold and loud and just big energy. She couldn't deal with it. She just wanted her quiet and that sort of a thing. So then at some point in time she realized, this is what it is. I'm going to have to, for the sake of my kids, I'm just going to hang on. And her focus changed. She started pursuing other things in life, right? I think I had said she was also pursuing either aestheticians or something. I had said in my previous video, I didn't go back and watch the video, or something to do with the medical field, I think I had said. She was planning on doing something and to be able to get back and work and do a little something, and she changed her whole attitude. Then she became the quintessential homemaker. It's Taurus, right? The Venus energy, pretty and take care of the family and the house and the home and the kids, and the idealistic mother figure, if you will, the soccer mom, the this, that, drive the kids to school and back, and always entertained well at home. And so for him, she was the perfect spouse because she made him look good, because by default, right, she made him look good. Now, she didn't do all of these things just to pump up his ego. She was innately very artistic, in the sense that she liked to have nice things around her. She had a good eye for fashion, good eye for taste and style, and so she kind of got involved into that a little bit much. And so whenever she did all this thing with the house and this, that and the other, and entertained, and everything was so perfect, for Barry it was like, there we go, I made a good choice, bingo. You know what I mean? So for her it was an escape route, but for him it was like, okay, she's the perfect wife. So that sort of a stuff. I don't think Jeff Labler was really ready to. No, he wasn't. I do know when they moved, she was forced to give up a successful job. Don't know about her will. He's controlling and narcissistic. Alder was Jeff, the guy Suzanne was seeing. Yeah. When they moved, they also left the house behind in Alexandria. It was only sold after she was gone, and after he sold the home in Colorado as well. They outgrew each other. It's more common. Yeah. People tend to outgrow relationships. There's nothing wrong with that. But then not everybody goes about killing their spouse because you've outgrown a relationship. You don't go and off your husband or your wife, right? Mojo says, first time I was able to catch you live. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm catching you to. No, Mojo, we got started late today. So you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So, P. Menez, hi. With her inheritance, yeah, I know that. Texas Patriot, and I think she had inherited that from her dad, right? There's a lady in Suzanne's life who's not going to let this case go. That female energy is like, she's like, I'm going to get this FUCKER one way or the other. Oh my God. And the star card. Inspiration and hope from an unexpected source. Aquarius. It's very, very sad. Yeah, I saw that. Honey short legs, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Suzanne's Morphew's case. Tell us what we need to know about Suzanne Morphew's case. 9 of Wands. Cards fell out, so I'm picking them up. 9 of Wands. Maintaining boundaries, being persistent. Okay? 10 of Wands. Great need to lay down the burdens. Justice. Libra energy, he's showing up in this reading. Page of Pentacles. Offer of money, news. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Okay, so let's take this. I have some more cards I want to pick. We do 9 and then we will Four of Pentacles, a lot of money cards. The Tower. Page of Swords. Okay. Let me move my thingies a little bit here because this is getting a little hectic. There we go. Alright. So what I have here is 9 of Wands, which talks about being within your boundaries, being safe but be persistent. 10 of Wands is a great need and the urge to lay down your burdens. It's like you still have a little bit way to go before you're able to set down your burdens. And we have the Justice card. The Justice talks about decisions in courts, etc. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles talks about, having the patience, having the ability to raise money, to bring forth money. Then the Knight of Pentacles talks about somebody who has the patience and who is a very reliable person and is willing to put in all the hard work because there's a lot of money involved. Then we have the 10 of Cups. Now the 10 of Cups talks about contentment, total love and support, etc. But the 10 of Cups also talks about overwhelming emotions, and I'll tell you why that's significant here. 4 of Pentacles, right, talks about greed, desire for long-term security, but this also talks about being very insecure, holding on. The Tower talks about destruction, right? There is a disillusionment of a partnership or a relationship or a home or a life or a situation, and this is Mars energy, very, very, very strong Martian energy. Then Page of Swords. What is the Page of Swords? Page of Swords talks about gossip and prying eyes and that sort of stuff. Lot of talk, lot of gossip, lot of that stuff. Now I want to see if Ding Dong Dingalong's girlfriend is going to pop up, right? If I get a Venus or a Taurus card, I'm going to say it's his girlfriend. We'll see. She's another psycho, isn't she? Like, how much guts does she have to, knowing very well that the house was off limits, to actually go there and try to steal something? We have the Fool card. Okay, and then we have one more here, the Queen of Cups. There we go. Alright, let's take this from the top. Now the Queen of Cups, I want to say, is a person in Suzanne's life. It's a female energy who is not going to let the case go one way or the other. She wants Barry behind bars. She's got a hidden agenda because she has had some altercations with Barry. Sharing information, I'm not buying it. That would have been the first lead they would have looked into. You mean they are just now fine? Okay, is Victoria new? Hi Victoria, welcome to the Real Family. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so yes, I'm doing the back and forth thing. So now let's take a look at this, right? So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, then we have the 4 of Pentacles, the Tower, Page of Swords. Now, the reason why I say the 10 of Cups here is a case of overwhelming emotions because it's right under the Justice card. Now, he's a Libran, okay? So for him, he is under a lot of emotional stress. He is absolutely, I don't care what anybody says, he is under a lot of emotional stress. And when we talk about the Page of Swords, it's because of all the talk and gossip that's going on around him, right? Well, ding dong, ding along. What did you think was going to happen? You think people were not going to talk about? Am I imagining it, or did I see a orb? Somebody tell me. I saw one. No, from here go that way. I don't know. Anyhow, so there is a lot of overwhelming emotions, but I'm also going to say that he has this great need to want to kind of break free and just walk off into the unknown. He is like, I'm almost there, because in his twisted mind, the fool, he thinks that by getting off on bail is actually getting one step closer to freedom. Bail is not one step closer to freedom. Bail is just buying time tactic. That's what bail is. I spelled it wrong. Keegan, not Kagan. It's just what was reported. The man was caught walking on a camera and no one has recognized him. Could be Keegan. Who are you talking about, honey? Short legs, but we'll get to it. So I feel like for him, he's like, you know what, with this bail thing, I'm just one step closer to freedom. They're not going to get anything on me. Yeah, he's a ding-along, ding-dong, ding-along. That's what he is. Yeah, Spirit Moon, did you see that? Thank you for confirming. I thought I couldn't see it in real time, but I saw it in the camera here, in the thing here, computer. So, does he really think he'll be able to go away? No, he's not. Because we have the Four of Pentacles here. Now, Four of Pentacles talks about greed and the desire for long-term security, right? So for him, yeah, he wants everything to go away. He wants all this to wash away, water under the bridge. Then I can go on with my life, start a new chapter, go off and do all this fancy stuff. But then again, the greed aspect, like how is he going to be able to do that? Right now, if he puts up everything in the market and decides to sell it, well, the first thing they're going to say is, listen, this fellow is a flight risk. Yeah, he may be wearing those ankle monitors, but listen, really, how difficult is it to get out of an ankle monitor? If you have all your ducks organized and you have everything, somebody else confirmed it, Pamela. Thank you, Pamela. If somebody else... I'm sorry, if he has the right money and if he has everything organized and all his ducks in a row, he can chop off his ankle monitor, get out of it and hop onto some boat, some flight somewhere and take off to somewhere else. He can do that. He's got the money. But he doesn't want to run away because he still likes the comfort and the security of knowing that he is in his home country and that sort of a thing. Right? He's twisted in his head. Now the Tower card right under the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower card we have. So Ten of Wands, remember I said it's all about wanting to lay down your burdens because he's feeling very burdensome. He's got a little ways to go. But here's the thing with the Knight of Pentacles, it's telling me that, there is somebody over here who's very patient, is a hard worker, who's trying to get him to stop because the Tower card pops up. He's like, no, Barry, no, honey. You may want to set down your burdens. You may think that you've got just a little bit further to go. But here I am. I'm going to make sure that nothing is going to happen to you in terms of being able to set your burdens down. You will not be able to set your burdens down. Your burdens are going to increase because that opportunity you have is going to come crashing down. So the opportunity or the temporary freedom or the illusion of a freedom with him being out of bail is going to come crashing down. It's a matter of time. Page of Swords. Are you keeping up with me? Page of Swords is all about the gossip and all that stuff. And he's like, but I can't deal with the gossip. I can't deal with the gossip. Well, here, there's no two ways about it. You're going to have to deal with it. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Now this is, I feel, that woman that keeps popping up in her reading, in Suzanne's reading, right? The very emotional person who, I'm not talking about Suzanne's brother, who has it in, like, she has had an altercation with Barry and she's like, no, I'm going to make sure he goes away for good. I'm going to make sure he goes away from... She's got Suzanne alive. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if this is Suzanne herself, although she's a Taurus. Let me see if I get a Earth card come up. If I have the Queen of Pentacles come up, then I can say it's Suzanne. We have the King of Pentacles, right? Ace of Swords, Three of Cups. Oh my God, y'all, you know what is going to happen? Page of Cups. Oh God, oh my God, this is terrible. So this King of Pentacles is telling me that somebody who has the power, who has the money, this could be Barry's partner, is going to be instrumental in helping him. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is talking about new ideas. It could also mean a little bit more conflict, because he's going to have a little bit of drama with regards to one of his daughters. And then there's a Three of Cups celebration, and then there's a Two of Cups. You know what the drama is going to be? I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to marry his side chick, because there is no rule against him getting married again. I think it's after a certain period of time you can tell the court that the person is deceased or something. Legally you can divorce, or you can say she's, you know, somebody who's into the criminal law, tell me. I think it's a year or 18 months or 2 years or something. You can say the person is missing or is deceased or dead or whatever. So therefore I'm no more married to that person and I'm not really her husband. Or he can also file for divorce, to be divorced from Suzanne because she's non-existent. He could say she's missing or she's abandoned us. So I don't know where she is. So therefore I want a divorce. So I think he is considering marrying his girlfriend, and the one daughter is against it, because it's only going to be 3 of them celebrating. That one daughter is against it. He's going to want to marry her. Oh my God, this guy is such a freaking psycho. How many of y'all think that he's going to, wow, that J popped? I know, isn't it? Isn't that weird? What did I say? J, D and I kind of freaked out when I saw that. How many of y'all think there's a chance that he is going to marry his girlfriend? How many of y'all think he might do that? I directly asked the card tarot if he killed his wife. First card, 4 of Swords. I take 3 cards at face value. Okay. Maybe it's the ex-lover of Barry's that wants to see him behind. I said, I don't know if she's the ex-lover, but I think she has had an altercation with him, and she's like, no, I'm going to make sure this guy goes away. Good catch. Okay, what? Connie, something? Connie, wow, that J popped up. Yeah, I did. Gypsy girl. He's arrogant. So how many of y'all think he's going to marry his girlfriend? Somebody? No? No takers? No opinion? Yes, Lisa Hogan says yes, she agrees. Let me check my... yeah, that's set fine. Yeah, that's also set fine. Yes, he is egotistical. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he got married. Yeah. Second card, the Lovers. Yeah, he probably thinks marrying her will make him look more innocent or something. Because then she'll say, oh my God, you know, he's the perfect husband. He has never said a cross word to me. Did y'all hear that? Y'all, I'm going to show you a little scene of my boy over here, but don't mind the mess because I have boxes everywhere here. I mean, Christmas shopping, and I have boxes and boxes. So this is a bit of a messy situation, and I got all my wiring and all that stuff going on. Let me show you where my boy... oh, you can kind of see him, can't you? Let me see. There. That's him. Now please don't ask me why or how a dog can sleep literally for 26 hours in a day. I kid you not, 26 hours a day he sleeps. Do the math. Okay? And I'm hot now. Hang on guys, I'm going to turn on the fan because I'm getting hot. Or at least open the windows. Something. Woo. Okay, stop. Oh my goodness. For real, Bunny. For real. You know what? You sound like an old, grumpy old man. Actually, you sound just like your pa. I keep telling Mark that. I'm like, you and your son sound the same. Okay, I feel that Barry thinks so highly of himself that he can do whatever he wants and get away with it. I think if he thinks, yeah, he's going to do it because he doesn't really give a flip about her. He's just going, oh God, I'm so hot. What happened there for a second, Bunny? He is, I'm so hot, y'all. I'm like seriously crazy hot right now. The temperature just went up in this room. I'm going to have to blow this out. Alright. Yeah, I did say don't blow out your candles when you're doing when you're doing intentions with candles. Remember, I spoke about this in my class. I said when you're setting intentions and doing your white magic, don't blow out the candles. But this is not any magic. I just light a candle. So, yes. Yeah, so that she can say, oh my God, he's the Bunny's glad you opened the window. Yeah, thank you. Been laughing my backside off every time I hear him snoring loud. It's so loud, y'all. I kid you not. It is so loud. And he makes all these weird noises. I was actually quite concerned. I was like, I better take him to the doctor to see if he has any breathing obstructions or not, or something like that. Well, every time we take him for a walk, he runs and does all that. He's not breathing hard. He's not nothing. Only when he sleeps, moaning and groaning and his dreams. Yeah, another level. True, that she can't testify against him. True. Absolutely. Bingo, you got it, because it's like spouse or whatever. They have some kind of immunity or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, Karen, thank you. He's cute too. But yes, Kim, you're right. Hot flashes are nothing. But here's the weirdest thing I want to share with y'all, because a lot of y'all have asked, how do you know about energies and this, that, and the other. Y'all, it'll be like yesterday, for example, in the afternoon, I was sitting in the living room and it was 80 degrees yesterday, and even today it was about 80 something. So I had the windows open, etc. But 80 degrees, it's not going to be cold. And I kid you not, that couch that I was sitting on felt ice cold. Like where I was cold. I had to actually get up and put on a jacket. Like, I'm not a jacket, a hoodie. I was cold. Cold. So when I have temperatures fluctuate like that, like just in my area, I know for a fact that there is an energy over there. It's the weirdest thing. You can just tell. Those of you who have this knowledge or who know about these things can attest to it. You can clearly tell when energy is around you. You feel totally cold. There is the opposite side of the spectrum as well. You feel super hot. Like if it's really cool, okay, and all of a sudden, randomly, for just 20-30 seconds, you feel like really hot, like you're like, oh my God, I need the AC. Well, this has nothing to do with hot flashes for us women. You can tell when there's energy. So when there's energy around you, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to only feel cold. You will feel, it's a different kind of a heat and a different kind of a cold. If I don't know how to explain it. Those of you who have experienced this will understand what I'm saying. Anyhow, others will think I'm probably gabbing from the wrong orifice, but anyhow. If you get ice cold, take a hot bath. Yeah, cold here in Chicago, yeah. When you are in menopause, you get cold chills. So, yeah, I know that. Absolutely. I definitely understand. Scout Inquirer, thank you. Barry is a skilled outdoorsman. Don't believe they'll find. I don't think they'll find her. If and when he marries the side piece, the younger daughter will be placed way back on the back burner. She'll be, yes. Oh, did I, Melanie? I didn't notice. I have to go check. I'm going to check. Me too, Kirtana. Was so cold yesterday and Wednesday. Wore a jacket. Yeah, it's weird. Same here, being cold can be a fever. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true, Joe. I mean, there is a scientific explanation for all of these things too. There is a possibility, but scientific explanation doesn't always apply to every single situation. Thanks, Carol. 44 degrees in Las Vegas. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to pull some cards for Gary's side chick, and then we'll move back to the Delphi case. Show me about Gary's side chick. 5 of Pentacles. She's feeling like she's left out in the cold for some reason. Queen of Wands. If a Queen of... what is wrong with you, boy? Huh? For real. Ooh, her energy is a little bit ratchety right now. Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Knight of Swords. King of Cups. Okay. Okay. So I was asking about whatever his side chick's thingy is. She's feeling a little left out in the cold. Okay. I think this relationship with him has affected her ability to earn income, meaning her job. Queen of Wands, she wants to go forward and take action, but she cannot do that because she is terrified too. 9 of Swords, anxiety, grief and depression. She wants to go out and take action and be active, but she can't. Anxiety, grief and depression. Okay. And then you have the Queen of Cups. That other lady has got tabs on this chick. That other lady who's like, I'm going to make sure Barry goes in. This lady, I think, is Suzanne's friend or whatever, or somehow associated with Suzanne, or could be Barry's ex-girlfriend or something like that. But I also feel that this lady is watching out for Suzanne and is never going to let this case die. Okay, and I have a feeling that Suzanne's energy too, because sometimes I see flashes of her energy come in as the Queen of Cups, the quintessential emotional mother who's all about the home and hearth and that sort of a thing. It's weird, those two energies are very intertwined. Or it could be Suzanne's best friend, her girlfriend. Then the Knight of Swords, quick news is going to be arriving. Quick news. King of Cups. Now this is talking about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is also going to is talking about quick information, quick news is going to come, which is going to stop all emotions with regards to this side chick. What do I mean by that? Maybe I'm not explaining it right. She's going to all of a sudden feel so overwhelmed emotionally regarding the situation she's in and how this association with Barry has affected her life, that she's going to hold back or withdraw her emotions from him a little bit. So then he's going to have to struggle again, right, to bring her back into the fold, because he's like, I've invested so much in you already, I'm not going to let you back out. Deja vu. This is exactly what happened with Suzanne, because she started withdrawing, and for him that he took it as a chases on, he went ahead and chased her and he was able to acquire her. And for Suzanne, when he started chasing her, he must really love me, he must really care for me, and she's like, oh, okay, fine. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I hope so. Used to feel that when my mom walked by, Pamela, lol, what? Okay, Joe Smith is being very funny or smart ass, or I don't know what Joe Smith. Bernie, not the subject. What are you talking about, Joe? He wants attention. Bernie wants attention? Wait, Bernie is mowing. Joe, let me tell you something about Bernie. He's constantly needing my attention. He's my Velcro dog. But then he's also happy sleeping. So when he comes up and he kind of paws me, then I know he wants something and I have to pay attention to him. Yeah. I keep sticking my head in the freezer. Used to feel that when my mom walked by, Pamela. Okay. Maybe the side chick would realize who he really is, but she's too much invested in it. I don't think she'll find it that easy to get away from his clutches, because it's like now he's going to hang on to her, because she's going to assist him. Right? When my brother passed, my dad was in his house for a week, and I rang him during his time in the house. He was telling me I'm feeling cold when us were talking. Yeah. Feel cold breeze when my mom walked by. Okay, I get what you're saying, Joe. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the Delphi case. Do y'all have... Let's go. I need to shuffle. I'm not just doing this. Any... Oh my goodness. What's the subject, anyone? So Jari, we are going between the Delphi case and the Suzanne Morphew case. Okay. Thank you, Kylie. I appreciate it. Oh, really? Oh my God, Kylie. Thank you for sharing that information with us, and welcome to the real family. Thank you. Wow, Kylie. There's a reason why you're here, honey. There is a reason why you're here. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the real family. And if you'd like to share anything with us, feel free. Shoshona is not meek like Suzanne. Okay. Aldo Cat says that. Yeah. Oh, Buddy is a mama's boy for sure. Absolutely. So, Kylie, if you have any specific questions for me, ask. If any of y'all have any specific questions for me, ask me with regards to Suzanne's case, or I'm going to move to the Delphi and we'll come back to Suzanne's case, okay? If the new girlfriend has traded places, yeah. Yeah, right, Noble, you're right. Yeah, Kim, Bunny had to put in his 2 cents. Okay. I feel I need to stick with the Suzanne for a bit. Hang on, let me see what else is going on. Justice. Blows my mind. Hi, Kamal. Good to see you. Right out of the bat, Justice. And yes, it's a Libra card. It's Barry. But then I feel like Suzanne, she's like, justice. Yeah, justice will be served. 2 of Wands. So 2 of Wands talks about waiting for results, right? Where they have to make a decision. So waiting for the results. Literally holding the world in the palm of your hand. So they have a lot of information, but they're waiting to make a decision on it. Melanie Bernier, hello. How did he kill her? Oh, I'm going to say crossbow. Not so much with the gunshot, but with the crossbow. Absolutely, Kylie. You're very welcome. Okay, then we have the King of Cups. Major emotions. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, as we know, 9 of Pentacles is all about luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasure. Because for him, that's all it is about. Financial gain and solo pleasure. Do you think he really cares about anything else? No, I don't think he does. For him, it was all about the finances. And he was also a little insecure because I think for a brief period of time, Suzanne did have a little bit more stability financially than he did, and he didn't like that. Where? Which paper? My paper just flew off? What paper? Oh yeah, it did. Oh. I didn't even notice. Thank you for telling me that. Let me set it aside here. Oh, worse has happened. So, Joe Smith, welcome. Kylie, welcome. Yeah. Thank you, Texas Ma. Texas Ma, you're new here, right? Thank you for joining us. I don't know, honey. I have a feeling that Jari. Wait. Joe Smith says. I'm saying he stabbed her 4 times as of my tarot. I don't necessarily think it was with a gun. It's either with a pointed object like a knife, or I feel like the bow and arrow thingy that they use for hunting, that sort of a thing. No, she was not happy with him. Crystal Bobbin says, if Barry is a Libra, I'm a monkey's uncle. Yeah. Oh, there's some crazy women out there and some crazy guys too. Anyway, let's do this. 5 of Cups. Loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned. Absolutely. Well, what do you think, Barry? What do you think? But Judgment. Y'all, I cannot believe this. Okay, let me show you these cards in order that I got them. Justice. I asked, tell me more about Suzanne Morphew. Justice. She wants justice. She's waiting for justice. She's going to get justice. Second card. 2 of Wands. Waiting for results to make a choice. They have the world in the palm of their hands, but they're waiting to make a decision, and she knows that. Okay. Then we have the King of Cups. Very, very emotional. Very emotional. Very emotional. She has not yet crossed over. She's very emotional. 9 of Pentacles. She talks about luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, and solo pleasures. She talks about Barry in this way. And she's also saying for him, there was no emotions for him. He lacked emotions. Okay, he lacked the ability to have emotions, normal emotions. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups talks about loss, regret, feeling abandoned. She did feel lost, she did feel regret, she did feel abandoned, and she's saying he is now feeling regret because he's like, he thought he could get away with it and nobody will know, because he'll say at the mountain lion she went cycling and she fell off and yada yada yada, but it backfired. That plan didn't work, that story didn't work out. And Judgment card. Judgment is Pluto. And here it says forgive and forget, but she's like, no, it's soul searching, right? This could also mean a promotion at work, but that doesn't apply here. I'm going to say there's a lot of soul searching he's doing. And also she's like, yeah, Judgment. Yep, absolutely. See, but this is what I keep seeing, y'all. I keep seeing that there is one child who's going to be with Barry, not both. One of the daughters is going to be on his side, not both. We'll get you chattering. Give us a little time. What's going on, Texas Ma? What's up, Texas Ma? Maybe I can learn to read tarot here. I go by what I see. Only do 3 cards. Joe, what? There is no particular set rule as to how many cards you pull, how you do it. For you, if the 3 card thingy has worked for you, stick to it. Right? I mean, I'm not saying don't learn, always have an open mind. For me, it's not just pulling out the cards, I also read intuitively. So sometimes I do 3 cards, sometimes 5, sometimes 9, sometimes 12. It depends, right? Okay. Kylie wants to know if the daughters were involved, especially Mallory, and is Kelsey involved in Delphi case? She always felt Kelsey is not truthful. First tell me who's the older one. Is Kelsey the older one? Or is Mallory the older one? Also, for some reason, I feel a sword was used in Delphi case. No hearing of this, but always been something I've intuitively picked up. Oh my goodness. Can somebody please tell Kylie how and why I wanted to do this reading? Okay, Spirit Moon True, not the kind of bad boy I'm thinking about. Okay, Kylie, who's the older child? I need to know which one is older, because I feel the older one is more towards dad. But somebody tell me who the... Oh, thank you, Alia. I appreciate you. But somebody tell me who the older one is, Kylie. So, Kylie, just to give you a little backstory, the reason I wanted to do this reading is because one of my subscribers sent me some information, and this was something that was on the radar for a while as well with regards to me, because you said the younger one would turn on him. Yes, that's what I said. But I want to know the name. Which one is the older one? Is Mallory the older child, or is Kelsey the older one? Macy is the youngest and Mallory is the eldest. So who's Kelsey? And is Kelsey involved in Delphi case? Who's Kelsey? Wait, who's Kelsey? Let's ask that question. Who's Kelsey? Do the dead get closure when justice takes place? Yes. Is that the only way they rest in peace? Typically, when it's a murder or anything like that. But sometimes if they're karmically they're done, they just leave. They don't wait around for anything. So I think I've touched on that. Hang on, something caught my attention here. Who's Kelsey? Okay. Kylie wants to know if the daughters were involved, especially Mallory, and is Kelsey involved? I want to know who's Kelsey because I don't know that name. Now, somebody said Macy is the older one, correct? Hang on 1 second, y'all. Wait. Mallory is older and Macy is younger. Okay, I need to get that. Hang on. So can we say Mallory is older? Baby, stop doing that. Did you not have dinner? I'm going to get you out. You need to go. Come on, outside. Honey, can you get him, please? Thank you. When you go to Papa. So let's take this. Does he not have to wait 7 years? For what? Yeah, that's what I don't know with regards to whether he can marry somebody else. Kelsey is the sister to Liberty. Thank you. I wondered. Yes, hang on. We will go there. Yes, because she's the one who gave them a ride to that place, correct? Yeah. And she got married recently. And there's all this talk about her husband. Yeah, I remember. All right. Mallory is older. Okay. Kelsey is a sister. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Got it. Okay. Again, Mallory is older and Macy is younger. So I've always said that the older daughter was more attached to, what's his name? Barry, and the younger one was more mama's girl, but we'll ask, okay? Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull 2 energy cards for the kids. One for Mallory and one for Macy. Yes, Joe Smith, you're right. This is for Mallory. This is for Macy. Mallory got Gemini, Mercurial. Macy got Leo. Oh my God, I'm getting goose flesh. So this mercurial energy for Mallory shows that she is very mercurial, right? She's all about the father. He's Libra, she's Gemini in this reading. I don't know her exact birth date. So if you do Libra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9th house is father. Yes. So Mallory is always going to be close to dad, and Macy, Leo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th. 11th house is like-minded people, groups and friends. So Macy is always going to be with the mom, and she's always going to kind of be with her group of friends or whatever, because she's trying very desperately to forget this whole situation, and she cannot. Now, do the kids know what exactly happened, the amount of drama that took place in the house? Yeah, they did for the most part, but there were still some things that Suzanne never actually sat them down and told them or explained to them. They were able to put 2 and 2 together, and they were able to kind of connect the dots and get a lot of information as to how volatile the situation and the relationship was at home. So, so one thing I wanted to say here is, somebody asked, when they get justice, do they cross over? So I'm going to go back to the reading. So if their soul has finished its karmic life, then regardless of what the justice system is, or what the justice system does, or the outcome of the cases, they move on, because their karmic ties to this person was to bring them to a situation where they would be under the eyes of law, they would be under the scrutiny of justice. That was their karmic responsibility. So they brought them there. They're gone now. But if that is not all that was written for them, then they wait until the case has been completely resolved and then they move on. So like I said many a time, you could be on a particular journey and you've already reached home, but the person who was supposed to be with you is still a mile away. So you have to wait here until that person gets to that point. It's the same thing with our souls, right? If our karmic responsibility and our journey is with a particular individual is over and done with, regardless of what the outcome of the case is, we move on. Sometimes even if it is not like one of these criminal cases, maybe somebody died in an accident or maybe somebody died of natural causes, if they are still karmically tied to the living, right, relative, and they're still karmically tied to the living world, they still hang around because they're waiting for you. They still have a karmic relationship going on with you. It's an intangible relationship. You can't necessarily touch it, but you can feel it, right? So they are still going to hang around. They're still going to wait. That's when you see them, you smell them, you think about some random song plays on the radio, or all of a sudden you'll find a picture, or oh, my mom used to do, that sort of a stuff, because they still have that relationship is still live. That relationship still has a little ways to go. Once that relationship has reached its end, then they will cross on and move forward, or they wait until you join them. It depends. I hope I answered that question. Okay, let's get back to the reading. Yeah, that was a funny noise. Whatever. Liberty German's older sister, Kelsey, yes. Does he not have to wait for 7 years? Well, I don't know about that, y'all. I mean, I don't know the legalities of it, but if she's missing and she has not come back home, then it could be a case of her abandoning Barry too, right? So I don't know the legal thingy. Wait, somebody says, my husband is 100% psychic, but he won't do these kind of things. Just if he meets someone, he knows all about them. Oh, that's interesting. Just me, says Kelsey, is also making bank off her sister's murders and can't keep a story straight. Just saying, I got it, yeah. He was diesel mechanic for trucking company and he was run over or literally up in the engine when a boss said to move the truck. What? Oh. Okay. Connie, that's true. Thank you, Melanie. SJ11, hi. 7 years she can be declared legally dead if no information appears about her whereabouts. That's true. 7 years. Okay. Which state do they allow you to have multiple wives? Which state is it? Which are the states in America where polygamy is allowed? Is legally accepted? Bye, Bonnie. Yeah, Lucinda. He was like, I gotta go. Okay, so let's go back. Well, it's very nice to hear your voice finally, Kylie Effrey. Sherlyn Schaffner says that. Okay. What does it mean when somebody has very strong energy? I don't know how to explain it. You just feel a different energy around you, honey. I don't know how to explain it. I'm currently reaching in and trusting my inner voices, training if you will, but definitely know I'm given gifts that I'm trying to. Good for you, Kylie. I'm so happy for you. Absolutely. Have an open mind. Tammy Melton says, Utah. Is human trafficking involved in Delphi's case? I don't think human trafficking is involved in Delphi case. Delphi, no. Yes, Texas Patriot, I agree with you. When you look at that, okay, so here I'm going to say, so if you look at that sketch of the bridge guy, right? And there are two pictures of Barry Morphew with his daughters coming out of the jail or whatever. One he's looking down and one he's kind of looking and smiling. You observe the picture where he's kind of looking down a little bit. He does look like that bridge guy. Go check it out. Yes, Crystal, true. Utah. What is Utah? Somebody explained. Somebody said Utah. What? What about Utah? Utah, I think Noble C says. Okay, Utah is where polygamy is accepted, right? Or whatever. So there is a possibility. I don't know how he's going to go to Utah and do it, but there's a possibility he might get married to her anyway. And he says, well, I'm a lonely man. I have my male needs or whatever the heck they call them. And there is a way around. If you're destined to, if you really are intent on doing something, you will find a way, right? Always thought it looked like Barry as well as sounds like Barry, but the walk is spot on. I believe it is Barry. I can't get past that thought. Thank you, Kylie. That was the premise of doing this reading today, because I had a vague feeling there was a connection there. If you say you have worked with Suzanne, you tell me how far away from the Delphi, that bridge kind of a situation, did Suzanne and Barry live? Based on what information I was able to get, because somebody shared it with me, one of my subscribers, thank you, the real family member. I'm not going to mention the name for their own security and privacy. About an hour and 10 minutes or hour and 20 minutes. I'm not allowed to consult with warlocks. Okay, buzz bomb. You're not allowed to consult with warlocks. Okay. Okay. Text it, I just looked it up and I swear it looks just like Barry Morphew. Yep. Also, he does have knowledge of killing and possibly draining blood from a carcass, whether it be human or animal, which is kind of concerning considering what Kitana has said in previous readings. Thank you, Kylie. Let me spell my name for you. No offense meant. This is how my name is spelled, okay? I'm not offended, and I'm not mad at you, because a lot of people, they think it's Kitana, Kitana, and that's a Japanese sword. You know, that the what do you call, the samurais used to carry. To me, having strong energy means if you are at a gathering, someone walks into the room, you feel them without them seeing you. Yes, no, it's illegal. Is it illegal in okay. Thank you, Texas Patriot. I read that comment and I was like, okay, when is that going to happen? Okay. Yeah, that's the premise of doing this, actually. So I'm glad somebody kind of in the audience understands that. Draining blood, which case? All right. I'm going to pull another deck here. Let me pull this other deck, y'all. Where's my Haunted House deck? No problem. Joe Smith, that's all good. A lot of people don't know the name, so yeah. I'm going to actually ask. Show me. This Justice and Temperance keeps popping up, so we'll see what that's all about. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so I have you as an umbrella. I don't know what that means. The number 5 and the number 1. Okay, you 5 and 1, I don't know, or 1 and 5, I don't know what that means. Janet says just joined in 3:40 in the UK, can't sleep. Good morning, Janet. Welcome. How old was Suzanne when she passed? So we have 4 and 2. 4 and 2 or 24. We have X. I still don't know what that is. And then we have E. I am getting the word, when I picked up E, what I got was echo. That's what I got. I got an echo. Cheryl V208. Yeah, I agree, Cheryl. Alia, you got to watch the video. Two and X. So when I get 2 and X, that confirms a Delphi case, right? Oh, that doesn't help. X and 2, right? I'm gonna do something here. Bear with me, y'all, okay? I'm very specifically looking for alphabets, so I'm going to remove the numbers. Bear with me, please. I do apologize. I should have them in different containers, but I just don't have enough space on my deck, so on my desk, so I don't. Oh my goodness. Okay, 9, 7, 7. Okay, 1. I just don't have enough space here to put more containers, so that's why I kind of put these together, but I very specifically want that's a 0, that's a 4, that's a 0, 1, 0. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh my God, there's no place there. I'll just leave that there. You know, I don't know whether my imagination is running away with me or what the heck is going on, but you guys tell me what this is supposed to mean. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. B and G. Bridge guy Barry and B, G, and W. Oh my goodness. What do you think that means, y'all? I don't know what's going on. I think what happened with the okay. Okay. Let's not get everybody's knickers in a twist over here. So Joe, you're right. You want to protect your privacy, and it could be your username, and that's fine. But because you're using Joe Smith as your handle name or username, we're going to just call you or address you as Joe. That's one. Jerry, I don't think everybody is picking on Joe. I don't think so. One thing I would like to bring to all of your attention is I do appreciate all of you. I do appreciate your comments. I do appreciate you all interacting with each other, which is what this is all about, correct? I do appreciate it because you never know what you're going to learn. But I'm also going to say, wait, maybe these are all something to do with where she is, since they are all not making sense. Okay. One thing I want to say is, I, in my humble opinion, would never go on to somebody else's channel and try to divert or insinuate another conversation talking about something totally unrelated or another person altogether, because in my opinion that would be disrespecting the host of that particular video channel or the creator. So I don't do that myself, so therefore I am not necessarily going to like it if somebody else does that, because as much as we'd like to exchange information, I don't go and try to promote my channel on somebody else's live chat. And so I don't think that is right for somebody else to come and do it. I'm not saying she did it, but I'm saying let's limit or restrict or focus our attentions on the subject at hand, which is the Delphi case and Suzanne Morphew's case. And let's not talk about other people and what abilities and all that other stuff other people may have. There are other live streams that I do where I focus on that, where those are the conversations and subjects of the live stream. We can discuss it at that time. So I think people also kind of get a little distracted when we are talking about other people and other people's abilities and how somebody is a psychic and they should have their own channel or not. So that's basically what it is. So let's move on, okay? Spirit Moon, yes. I do know, yeah, and it's okay, no, Joan, you're fine, welcome. It's thank you, Jari, I do appreciate you, thank you. I just want everybody to have an opportunity to exchange information and to comment, but then again, I want people to kind of just focus on subject at hand. That's basically it. Melanie, thank you, Melanie. So let's get on with this. You know why I did this thing, eliminated the numbers and just kept the letters? Because I wanted to see if Libby's and Abby's names would pop out like L and A. But I'm going to try it. See, I got L and I got Z. I don't know who Z is. Does anybody have a last name with Z? But another thing they're telling me is that Echo. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Joe. It's all good. Live and learn. It's all good. Nobody's... It's okay. Let's move on. And X. So Joe Smith says somebody was talking about the dead field justice. So that is why I mentioned... Okay. Oh, no, you're fine. It's okay. It's okay. Let's move on. Okay, sometimes lost in translation kind of stuff happens, which as we all know, it happens, so let's not worry about that. So let's move on. One thing I want to do is these are some beautiful charms. So I have Pisces and I have Libra. Ooh. Hey, does anybody, I have Libra and I have Pisces. Does anybody know off the top of your head what Abby's and Libby's birthdays are? I don't want to go back in my notes and look, but Joe Smith, we are, okay. Texas Patriot, she's got it. So does anybody know what Abby's and Libby's birthdays are? Because I got Libra, and what else did I get? Pisces, Libra and Pisces, right? I'm just writing because I can kind of you for Utah could be Pauline. Sometimes, when spirit gives messages like that, it really doesn't make sense, and then later when you sit and think about it, you go, oh, that's what it was. Also, we'll try and catch 40 wings later. Alright, let's go back. Let's move to, I'm going to ask very specifically about Kelsey. You're absolutely right. Whoever brought that subject up, absolutely, because I feel like she's somehow related, and she's the one who dropped the girls off. But if you watch her body language and watch the way she interviewed and did all those things, it's like, yeah, I'm going to feel sad, but I'm not necessarily that affected. And I think she also got married really quick to that fiance of hers, isn't it? And they had just met or something. I'm going to ask about Kelsey. Show me about Kelsey. Show me the energy about Kelsey. Show me the energy about Kelsey. Okay, they want me to pick one of these guys. What are they wanting me to pick here? Can you see that? It's like Tinkerbell. Wait. There you go. Right? I don't know why they were wanting me to pick from this. An anchor. So, we'll see. Wait. June 23rd for one of the girls, right? June 23rd. Thank you, Texas Patriot. June 23rd. Does anybody else, did they find the girls going to listen and read in another window? No, you go watch that video I did, Joe Smith. I posted videos for them also, like dedicated to the Delphi murders. Yes, that was a pixie and a fairy. Yes. So I wonder if one of the girls had this tattooed on them. Not tattooed, they're too young, like had a charm bracelet or a necklace or something like that. Tinkerbell, yes. And then we have the anchor, something to do with an anchor. So either somebody was into boats or worked on boats or had a boat or liked the water or was a marine. So Abby was June 23rd. So let's take a look. That's Cancer, right? Yeah, June 23rd is Cancer. So when is Libby's birthday? Does anybody? Abigail was 23rd. Libby's birthday. Libby was December. Thanks, Kimberly. Kimberly, are you new here? Welcome. Ginger Goodner, hello. Thank you, Ginger. Bow and Arrow, hello. Thank you for saying that. Abigail's. Libby was December, but Kimberly, do you know when in December? Because Abby's Cancer, was Libby a Sagittarius or was she a Capricorn? Let me see if I can find it here. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can really quick see if I can pull it up. When is Libby German's birthday? Hang on, you guys. So Libby was born on December 27th, 2002. Libby, December 27, 2002. And Abby, When is Abby Williams June 23rd, 2003. Okay, I got it, y'all. I got it. Okay. So, whoa. Right on, Noble C. Okay, I always thought it was wrong for the police to stop looking for the girls. I agree. Time flies. Okay, let's get on with this. So, let's take a look. I'm going to ask for Kelsey. Now we know June 20th. Yeah, she's Capricorn. December 27th is a Capricorn. No. Yeah, she's a Capricorn. Wow. Okay, Kelsey. Does anybody know if Kelsey's car had a Tinkerbell sticker and this sticker on her car? An anchor. I'm seeing stickers. Could be the pendant, a locket, a chain, a charm, Tinkerbell and or that. Kelsey. I am not going to say anything about the cards that just came out for Kelsey. Okay? Y'all figure it out. It is very telling. So, this is the first one. The first card that came out was fated to suffer, second is sacrifice, and third is masquerade. Just look at the pictures, y'all. Look at the imagery. Fated to suffer, sacrifice is the second card, and third card is masquerade. What do y'all think? Y'all tell me. Look at these pictures. Please look at these pictures. These two women. Tell me who those silhouettes look like. This one to me looks like a younger, taller person. This one could be the older one. That's what it appears to me. Then we have sacrifice. Gypsy Girl, Spirit Moon, you all know because I'm sure you all know about these decks. Anybody else who's familiar with these decks. And Masquerade. What do you all think? Capricorn, Victoria. She's Capricorn. Because December 27th is Capricorn. Anchor could mean Marine or Navy as well. That's very right. Noble says we are the oldies but goodies girls. Yes. Libby and Kelsey were swimmers for their school. There you go. So signifies water. Yes, Spirit Moon. You know what that means. Yes, you know the deck. You know exactly what it means. Bow and arrow, Kelseyville or Liberty. The girl was up to no good. Yes, witches. Does Kelsey know more than what? Yes, she does. Can that mean like a Grand Canyon type of thing? Echo could mean, but echo could also mean something transpired here and the exact same situation is mirrored and echoed over there. So echo could be a similar situation has happened somewhere else. So if somebody died here, there's a possibility somebody else also died there, right? I do read. Don't disqualify yourself. Girl, you and I have a lot to talk, Spirit Moon. This was very specifically for Kelsey. So I pulled these cards for Kelsey because I wanted to know what this is about. Kelsey, bow and arrow, you got that? Okay. Those cards are very telling, especially the masquerade. Somebody wasn't who they portrayed, their true self-image. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now, I'm also going to say something else with regards to this. Hang on. 25, 30, 40, 47. That's 11. 11 is, 47 is 11. So if you take Cancer, hang on. So when you do Cancer and you go the 11th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th, that's Taurus. The 11th house is like-minded people, groups and friends. So for Libby, for Abby, it was all about like-minded people, groups and friends. So her friendship was very important. Then you take Libby, she's Capricorn and 11th house. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Oh my goodness, Mars and Pluto. And Venus. No, y'all, this young lady who I just pulled cards for, she knows more than she's willing to give up, Kelsey. She knows more than she's willing to give up. Go watch the video I did for this case and what I had said in that video. And go watch the interview that, I don't know which one of these girls, their grandpa. There was an interview of him on one of the news channels when they put out this fellow, this molester guy who faked that profile. They went when that came out. They went and interview the grandpa. Go and watch that. Yes, Libby was a younger sister and victim. Yes. Thank you, honey. Short legs. How old were the girls? Because they were found in 2017. So if they were born in 2022, 2002, how old? Yeah, they're about, so Libby would have been 21 years old now. And Abby would have been 20. Am I correct? Yeah. Same age as Mallory and Macy. So think about this, guys. Abby was born on June 23rd, 2003. If she were alive now, how old would she be? 20 years? 1920? Somewhere around there. And Libby was born in 2002. Right? So she's now 20. 1920. How old are Mallory and Macy? Sheldon Schaffner, did Kelsey set this up? Gina Boca from Alabama. Hey girl. Miss Slinky Moon. Was somebody jealous of these girls, or was it only supposed to be? It was one of the girls. It was one of them. It was meant. Go watch my videos. I very explicitly named which girl is the one they were going after and what exactly happened. Go watch those videos. Cheryl, your question is answered on the video I did for the Delphi murders. Go watch it. I did that video way back when, so go watch it. Anchor could also mean to hold somebody down with weights. Yes. I wonder if that's Suzanne's energy coming through, because I said she has a watery grave. Oh my goodness. Again about Kelsey. Naked before the stars. I won't cry for you. She has no remorse. Bride in a cage. That's it. I'm not pulling any more cards for Kelsey. I'm done. Did Kelsey play sports? Let's ask. Just when I said I won't pull any cards for her, but let's ask. Did she play sports? What? Yes. Thank you, Scout Inquirer. You're right. There's a reason why I did this. It's the police who found her, or the search party, they found them the next day. Crystal Bauman says no US states allows polygamy. Take it from a Mormon. LOL. If the colony does it, like Jeffers was not legal. Okay. Something like that, yes. Was Kelsey involved in the swim team? I would say she was, because I have the Two of Swords, okay, which talks about new ideas, new conflict, surgery, mental clarity. I'll tell you how that ties in. And then we have the the Two of Swords talks about time to compromise or make a decision. Ace of Swords talks about new ideas, new conflict, or surgery or mental clarity. Queen of Cups, water sign. So I'm going to say she definitely did participate in the swim, whatever, or she was interested, or she participated, or somehow associated with that. And for her, it was all about conflicts and wanting to make a decision, but she lacked that mental clarity, and then she wasn't sure, and then she said, you know what, I'm just going to compromise on this. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to compromise, because she lacked the mental clarity to make the appropriate decision. If she had made the appropriate decision, I'm sure whoever is responsible for the Delphi case would have by now been outed. IJ saying, my son Harman, will he get good engineer? Okay, I am not doing personal readings. No water. I'm not doing personal readings. You have to email me for a personal reading. Cheryl B. 2000, Pauline, Portuguese family, a lot of older men have anchors as a sign of Christianity or Catholic. That's true too. Who is Kelsey? She is the sister of one of the girls in the Delphi case. Okay. Okay. IJ Singh, I'm telling you for the last time, I am not doing personal readings. This is regarding a criminal case. If you have questions regarding your son or any personal questions, please email me. If you continue to blast us with your same questions, we'll just block you out. Okay? All right. Thank you, Texas Patriot. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm switching back to the Suzanne's case here, because that energy is like now pulling me. I know I will. It's okay, Gypsy girl. I was just thank you, Spirit Moon. There is a code of conduct. Yes, you're right. Thank you. The sharp guard your work. Watch your projects and act well. So this was in the reverse. Crystal Bauman says only the Navy has an anchor in its emblem. Marines is an earth in an eagle's talons. Okay, I don't know about that, but for us, for lay people, if we think about an anchor, we think about something to do with the Navy or the Marines or whatever. So, has been calling up a lot. Yeah, Capricorn has been. I probably didn't know this. Okay, no worries. Okay, moving on. So, it says the sharp, guard your work, right? Watch your projects and act well, which was in the reverse. I'm reading for Suzanne now. So I have a feeling this is regarding, what's his face's name? Yeah, I wonder how his business has been affected. Yenabag says, don't make those glasses come off. I was pretty close to it though. I'm trying to be on my best behavior, but look, he's got the Joker card, friend and sibling. So I really think with regards to Barry's business, I had said this at the time of his reading, they have to look at his business books. For the Z you pulled earlier, could it be for Zion National Park in Utah? It would be about 8-9 hours from Barry is in Colorado. Oh, I didn't know that. She's 1971. Yeah, I got her. April 30th, 1971. Thank you. But I didn't know Barry was yeah. Okay, thank you, Mojo. Appreciate you clarifying that. Less than an hour's drive from Alexandria to Delphi. Wow. Okay, that's giving me the chills, Kylie. We figured an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes. But then again, I mean, if you're like me and you drive like me, it's like, Delvin, we're talking decaf now. Hate and fear is reversed. Look, y'all, I'm going to tell you this. I said this in that other reading when I did for Suzanne Morphew. I very clearly said his business associate or partner, something to do with the business, something to do with money. He got into a bit of a situation in regards to money. And I wish the courts, I'm sure they did, forensic accounting, try to find out what's going on, etc. But I don't know if the court or the district attorney could have legally pulled the records for Barry's business partner's personal accounts. Maybe the business account they could have, but his personal accounts, I don't know. I also I'm leaning towards the reason why he is with this ding-dang, ding-a-lang side chick of his is probably to facilitate moving funds. Okay, think about that for a second. Probably to facilitate moving funds. Okay, now we're having an argument regarding the Marines and and the Navy and the emblems. I love this, but then I don't know what their logo or the emblem, whatever you call that, is. I really don't know. Okay, so what is his name? Who are we talking about? Texas Patriot. Yes, to all those who have served, thank you so much for your services. We do appreciate you, and we do appreciate the sacrifices that the family members have made also. Thank you so much. Isn't US Navy part of the Marines? Pretty sure. Okay. George Davies. Now, who is George Davies? What are we talking about? Tell me about George Davies. Is it related to the case? Moving funds, I agree. Okay, I'm going to move on because I'm not going to get caught in that situation. Okay, I'm reading now. Because if I start looking at Barry's friend was in the military. Oh! Does he have a boat? Barry's friend? Was the one letter a W or an M? I feel the one of the daughters did it in the Barry's case. I think I had said W, right? I don't know, girl. See, I have an M here. Let me see a W. It is so odd, y'all. Let me show you my desk. See these two, right? These two, away from all of this. I didn't put it separately. I just put it here because I was trying to find the W and the M. Okay, look at this. B as in Barry, M as in Morphew. I'm saying this fellow had something to do with that, with the case even in Delphi. Okay, let me find the W so then you can see the difference. How come I don't have it? Okay. Was this what I showed you? This is the W because it has a ring on top, and this is the M because it has a ring on top. There is a difference. I hope that answered your question. I hope that answered your question. Somebody asked about that. Was it a W or an M or something? Okay, enough of this. I'm going to continue with the reading because I feel like there are more messages coming through. Okay. This is a very intense deck. I actually like it. It's pretty intense. Texas Patriot, she's awesome. She is. Wait, Pauline Rapp says Navy SEAL family here. Way to go, Pauline. Good for you, girl. Thank you. Tell me about Barry. What does he feel? What is he feeling at the moment? How is Barry feeling at the moment? How is Barry feeling at the moment? Show me about Barry. Okay. Doubts, questions. Is this me? He's definitely feeling fragmented. 100% feeling fragmented. We got the same cards for Kelsey. Bride in a cage. He's going to do to that new chick of his exactly what he did to Suzanne. Put her in a cage. And that fool is not waking up. She needs to wake up. Masquerade. As fragmented as Barry is, he's putting on a good show. Obsession. Barry is going to kill again, y'all. Barry Morphew is going to kill again. Alright, let's bring it back to the reading. At the end of the day, we are all the United States Armed Defenses, right? Our defense forces, our military, folks who protect us. So we are all one big family. So thank you to everybody. Yes, thank you, Crystal. Let's come back to what's here. A chance to dream. So, what this is telling me is, without a doubt, Barry is in a situation where he is really questioning himself. Because as much as he may be putting on a show that everything is fine, he's very fragmented. His mindset is a little bit fragile, his emotional state. But then again, how do you live with yourself knowing you've killed your spouse, right? So he's definitely fragile. He's definitely like questioning, this is not my usual self. I'm stronger than this. Why am I feeling so lost? Why am I feeling so completely defeated? I'm not going to feel like that. And then he has a bride in a cage coming here. And the bride in a cage, to me, I read intuitively, this says he is going to do to his new girlfriend what he did to Suzanne. Literally put her in a cage. He actually has groomed her to be another Suzanne. He's actually groomed her to be another Suzanne. And then you have a masquerade. It's all a big false pretense. It's like, let's pretend that everything is okay. Let's pretend that everything is fine. In the relationship, it's not. But look at all the stuff that's going on at the top of his head. I don't know. To me, that looks like deer horns too. Am I imagining stuff? Wait a second. There's something in here. Let me look at that. I also feel there's fire involved over here. I don't know why. Remember in the reading that I had done with for Suzanne, I had said that there was something in the mantle place. I had seen a fireplace and the mantle on top, and I'd seen that there was something there. Was it for Suzanne or was it for Eco Michelle Lloyd? I think it was for Suzanne. That there was something over there and a book or something that was hidden. And she was looking through it and something over there. I need to go back and watch that video, and come to find out there was information kept, I think I had said, in the phone or a book or a diary or someplace like that. And ultimately it came out that there was a lot that she was keeping records on her phone or etc. I don't know. So anyway, then we have obsession. This guy is a psycho man, this Barry guy. He's completely obsessed but controlled. And he has this thing like, can I so much as be bold enough to dream that there will come a day where I'll be completely free of this drama and this burden, and I'll be able to pursue my own life. He still has hopes that he can get away with this stuff. I don't know how he thinks he can get away with it. I don't know, y'all. I really... Okay, I'm going to ask y'all a question. How many of y'all over here who's on this live chat feel confident enough to say that Barry Morphew is responsible for Suzanne's demise? Give me a thumbs up. Jenny is saying good night. Okay, Jenny. Hey, Jenny Prasad, you just joined us and then you're leaving? Well, good to see you. Thank you for joining us and have a good night. Yes, it was a diary. Thank you, Lucinda, for confirming. How many of y'all here believe that Barry Morphew was responsible for Suzanne's demise? Yes, he did burn it in the... Yes, go watch that video. Very, very interesting. And how much later all the information. Scout Inquirer gives me a thumbs up. J.E. Everett, hello. I'm just seeing you now. I apologize. Yes. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I feel like he might walk away. Patty Burns, I'll tell you something about that too. Actually, there is a darkness that surrounds his picture. Yeah. He's being haunted by her for sure. Joshua Robinson, you are commenting. Yay! Because you're usually so quiet, so thank you. Okay. Now, in one of those readings I had said, Barry is going to try his level best to claim insanity or some bullcrap thingamajiggy loophole. Is there anyone here who thinks he doesn't have anything to do with it? Yes, that's the question. Delvin, good question. Is there anybody here who thinks he doesn't? I'm always positive. For me, it's always a glass half full. Yeah, I had said that they're going to either try some insanity bullcrap or some loophole somewhere in the legal system, and they're going to try and say, oh, it was a moment of this and moment of that, and oh, he needs psychiatric help, that sort of a thing. So maybe we should let him go, that sort of a stuff. So This is a saw. Absolutely, he cut her to bits. I will say that. He did. Birds. Yes. The typical coddle the criminal. Yes. He has absolutely, yeah, you can see my nails. I got to get it done. What can I say? Kim writes this, here we go. No body, no crime. Well, see, that's the thing. It's very difficult to prove that somebody has murdered somebody if there is no body. Yes, he did cut her up. I absolutely believe it. Yes, he did. So it's very difficult, and they're going to try and get him off on that. And I'm telling you, the day oh my God, y'all, I hope not. I hope not. I hope he doesn't get away with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Just as we were talking about it, this is the card Hangman. State of limbo. What does the Hangman say? Right? The Hangman says period of rest, limbo, seeing from a different perspective. Yeah, they're going to try to get him out. They are going to try to get him out. And it bothers me. I wonder how side chick will feel if she doesn't measure up to Susan. Oh, she'll feel it, all right. His refusal of a voice just shot up a red flag for me from the start. Yeah. Barry, yeah. Yes, Cheryl, we agree. See, that's what bothers me. I hope to God he doesn't get away with it. I hope to God he doesn't. You know, it kind of really, really bothers me. I was meaning to use this. Now, let me get that. Oh, come on, don't. Oh, come on. Let me see. Let me see if I can use this. No, these cards are very, very light energy, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not going to use this. It's not an appropriate reading for this. Not appropriate. Well, I'm going to go back to this guy. I do, Kim. You caught that. Yeah, that's true too, Spirit Moon. Sometimes cases have been solved even though there's no body. They've somehow got them back 20 years later. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but he is evil, Denise. He is. Alright, I'm going to do this. He is evil. He's a freaking nut job. This is for Barry and this is for Suzanne. Oh my God. Barry gets 3. The High Priest, the Empress ruled by Venus. And she gets Justice. So Barry gets Suzanne's and Suzanne gets Barry's cards. I got 2 decks. Okay, 1 and 2. I'm going to use this for Barry and this for Suzanne. It's going to be very interesting. Bear with me. Okay. 1. I'll show you the cards. 2, 3. Oh my God, Suzanne, what we got for you, girl? Judgment. Oh my goodness. 2, 3. Okay. All right, y'all. So this is the energy I got for Barry, which is the Empress. It's ruled by Venus. It's luxury, it's abundance, beautiful, bountiful, pregnancy. This symbolizes his significant other, which is Suzanne. Okay, and these are the cards he got. So he got the Knight of Cups, you know, charming, and try to make an offering and a peace offering and propose something emotional and nice. And then he has the King of Cups. Okay, although King of Cups talks about being a supportive, conscientious, tolerant, empathic leader, this is saying overly emotional as well. So he did try to control her emotionally. And Four of Swords, okay, that talks about rest, retreat, renewal, solitude, recovery. So he did try to control her overwhelmingly with emotions, but she just wanted to break away, and she's like, I don't want to, I can't, I need to break away, I need some rest, I need to recover from this crazy man's energy. Then she got Justice, which is Libra, his card. So this is what she thinks of him, and this was the energy she has about him. So he's pretty strong. He got her card and she got his card. Overall energy, Justice, Libra, right? And then she got Judgment. She's waiting for the judgment, right? She's like, yeah, you know, is this going to be justified? Is there a judgment here? So that she can go off and be, you know, so that he's waiting for the judgment so that he can go off into the unknown and be free and start a new life. Okay, but Six of Swords, he's going to get away, y'all. He's going to get away with this. He's going to try to move away from this situation towards something new. Oh, I can't deal with this. He's going to try to get away from this situation towards something new. She's worried about that. He's going to be able to get away and do something. She's concerned about it. Because she's like, I wanted to get away too, but I couldn't. I wanted to get away from him. I felt that me getting away from him would be justify everything, all the hardship I went through with him. I'll be able to get away from him and I'll be fine. But she couldn't. She really wanted to start anew. Even if you look at it as her, she wanted to start anew. And she wanted to get away. She had every plan of getting away. Six of Swords. Necessary transition, relocating, moving. She 100% was planning on moving. But for him, if you look at it on this side, right? He has the Empress card. He has the Page of Cups. He has the King of Cups. And he's got this emotional. He's making an emotional offer, right? They are going to try to make it sound like it's all about his emotions, his whatever. This could also mean imprisonment. Any which way you look at it, it doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look, and it looks much better for her actually. Whether you consider these to be his overall energy regarding her or his opinion about her and vice versa, or whether this is the energy about him, any which way you look at it, it doesn't look too good for him. And for her, you could clearly tell she was wanting to move away. She's saying he also thinks that he's going to get away with this. I think there's a fair chance he might get away with this. Doesn't make any sense. It could be a bit confusing, but hang on there. Then we have for him Parasite. Oh my God. Who do you think is the Parasite? Who do you think is the Parasite? Oh yeah. And for her, we have Obsession. So I feel that there is somebody over there, if it isn't Barry, there's somebody over there who is a parasite. I think it is his significant other. And this obsession card that I got, I think there was an obsession. He was obsessed with Suzanne. He really was obsessed with her. He was obsessed with being able to control her because he felt that he had to control her. Right? that he just had to. So he is obsessed. He is obsessed about financially, mentally, and emotionally controlling people. So let's see what else we got. Are you guys had enough, or y'all are still going? My God, we've been here 3 hours, y'all. Huh. All right. She's chasing the dollar signs, the side piece. Yeah, she is. Serenity tried to try like it was her fault. Yeah. Judgment, true. How could anyone be with someone that might have killed their spouse? Well, there are people who are like, oh, poor guy, you know, he's conditioned her. And she probably worships the ground he walks on. I'd like to say this is blowing my mind, but it's pretty much just verifying what I already felt. Do you realize you got the exact same cards for Barry and Kelsey? Yeah. I could have had a V8. I love that username. I'll have to rewatch. Yes. Like, it's been a little bit all over the map because I kept moving back and forth from the Delphi case to, I can't do that. From the Delphi case to Barry and Suzanne. Lisa Hogan says, Kirtana, keep going. Ask me a specific question. I thought Barry was in jail. No, honey, short legs, he's out on bail, honey. V8, I think, is new, right? Do you all have any specific questions for me? Texas Patriots is so strange, a bit creepy. Both got the same guy. Yeah. See, there's a reason why Texas Patriot, you understand, right? I mean, there's a reason why that. Anyway, I don't want to get into mention people's names or whatever. I could have had a V8. I love that. I'm going to say that she's definitely underwater, I feel. 100%. He's out on bail. Any particular questions? He will come out of it and go about his business. Suzanne, aged, and the egomaniac wanted younger. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. Do you think one of his daughters helped him? So weird how they are on his side. One of them is. I don't think she so much helped him with Suzanne, but I'm going to say that by not questioning their father and not putting up a fight, yeah, then you could say that in a weird way that's helping, right? Question back to the orb. What is it, Kim? Was there another orb? Can I ask about that? Yeah, Victoria, what's your question? Suzanne will be found when spirit says the time. So that question I want to say, when the time is right, then yes, she will be found. Absolutely. See, that's something we have to keep in mind, because there are so many cases over there that, like, don't get resolved for 20, 30 years, and then all of a sudden, like, within 2 months, somebody opens a case and then the case is resolved and they find the missing person or their remains, etc. There's a time for that. Will the girl's testimony against him? No, the younger one. No. The older one will not. The younger one might. One of them will. Let's just put it that way. Wait, what about the shack, Kylie? Wait, I'm missing something. Is it you guys or the case orbs as to who's coming through? I think it's a case orbs. It's not my guides. Suzanne comes about a lot. Gabby Petito comes about a lot in her readings. Tristan Bailey was knocking on the wall. I mean, not on the wall. She was like, let me in, let me in. Summer did. there are a couple of other cases. I have to go back and watch the video. Actually, I don't even pay attention when I get into the reading. I can't, like, my focus is elsewhere. But sometimes I catch it from the corner of my eye. I can't see it in real time. But when I see it here on the screen, because I'm seeing the video as you guys are seeing me, I'm watching myself too, then it'll float across the screen, and if I catch it, that's when I know. Victoria, what's your question about the Delphi case? What do you think of the new... I already answered that, Victoria. That's just bah humbug. The police are trying to deviate. Alia, what's going on? Why do we have to block your messages so many times? Do you not comprehend the protocol that we have for these live chats? Because I feel like sometimes you get a little bit too excited with regards to certain things. So Alia, I'm going to ask you to dial it back a little bit, because it bothers me when I see messages deleted, because that means somebody said something that was not necessarily appropriate, right? So whatever it is that you are trying to ask, dial it back a little bit, okay? 3 hours is a long time. Good work. I'm about ready to fall asleep. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys have... I can sit here with you guys all night. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Because I'm about ready to close this down. And also my moderator needs to get some rest. Victoria, you came late. We are about to close shop today. Y'all go back and watch the reading. Go back and watch the reading with regards to the Delphi case. I didn't watch it again. Like, I should have watched it before I did this today, but I didn't. I had mentioned that I mentioned timelines when something will pop up about the case, when it'll come back into the limelight. If somebody is going to watch it, let me know, post it in the comments and see, did I mention a particular timeline, and does that timeline correlate to or is in sync with the fact that now they've brought up this fool, whoever this fellow is who created that false thing? There is a connection there. I think the timeline is, go look at, if you know what I mean. And Morphew case. But there is a missing boy that has been missing since this Halloween at my daughter's college, Michigan State. Brandon Santo, an 18-year-old. I have to read that. Brandon Santo. Yes, I will look into that. Since Halloween's this year? Thank you, Patty. Who is Brian Chadwell? Wait, Brian Chadwell. Why is that familiar to me? Thank you, Cheryl of the Hope card. Okay. Who is Brian Chadwell? Why is that familiar to me? Brian Chadwell. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you. Maybe someone with message delete, could be we make a mistake or change. Yeah, that's possible too. The messages don't show as deleted when watching a PlayStation. They're still there. Okay. Awesome night. You must be ready for... I am. Thank you, Texas Patriot, as always. Brian Chadwell. Wait, that sounds so familiar. Can somebody tell me who this Brian Chadwell is? Somebody obviously mentioned their name. Texas Patriot, as usual. Thank you. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look into it. How about we call it a 10-4, you guys? How about we call it a 10-4? Any specific questions, or can we kind of wind up, close shop? Thank you, Sherilyn. I do appreciate you all as well. Wait, whoa. Hayden Brown is... Okay, Kitana, sorry, off top. Hayden Brown is, see what you read the two. Oh, is he? Wait. Hayden Brown is this. Okay. And Sherlyn, thank you. Said guy you described in Kyle and Kristen case, John Freeman. Yeah, somebody sent me a picture of this old man in an email and said, is this the person that you saw in your reading? And I didn't respond. I said, I have described the person. I have described the age. I've said the age. I've described what the person looks like, his body weight, his size. I've even described his body odor. He's got really bad body odor. And then this person sends me a picture of this older guy and says, is this the person? So I didn't respond. I kind of just let it be. Brendan Santos is, hang on, 4/1/2003, born in Rochester Hills. Okay, hang on. 4/1/2003. So that's April, correct? April 1 to, oh my God, all these young people. Rochester Hills, Oakland. One thing I want to share with you guys, if you all wait, Elena, good night. Child was found guilty for kidnapping 9 years old and possibly involved in Delphi case. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, now I remember. Good night, Queen of Wands. But Colt is 42 and 5'6", not 5'10". Okay, I don't have to go back and watch that. You remember Ruth? I don't know who the boy in the box case is, Alia. I have to look it up. I've never heard of that. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, there's something I pulled up here with regards to their chart. Let me look up and see, okay? Let me go back to the chart and see what I can do. That's not even... no, I don't want to see the natal chart. I want to see the horoscope. So this is for Suzanne. Yeah, Suzanne's case is going to go, it's going to take a bit. It is going to take a bit. Let's look at Barry's. I'm looking for square. See, right now I'm saying Barry, I pulled his chart. Right now he could be too distracted to really get much done, which is why I had that fragments, feeling fragmented. He's definitely going to find people who are always going to think he's very fascinating, and this crazy weird, oh my God, literally hero worshipping him is that woman. He could make decisions in a haste, and stress can make him irritable. Arguments can ensue, and I would recommend that he watches and not do anything in a rush, because it's going to backfire on him. He's feeling on edge and he has the nerves. So clearly it is validating. His astrology is also backing up what the cards say. Certain habits that give him pleasure could also be harmful for him, and possibly leading to dangerous obsessions, which we also got the obsessions card multiple times for him. Him dreaming about life can be exceptionally vivid or overwhelming and confusing. I'm sorry, I'm covering my mouth. I don't know why. And he might often have unusual feelings or hunches or a sense of doom without a solid reason that he can find for them. His own feelings and perhaps the irrationality of them can be confusing at times. Now, he's in a totally weird mental state, y'all. He's going to try to create something very original and very, very novel kind of a situation. And his old habits and hang-ups, he's going to try to leave behind and try a new lifestyle and try to start off anew, which is why the fool card popped up. Yeah, no, y'all, this guy, he's going to try to get away with it, and that really bothers me. It kind of seriously bothers me, because I'm like, dude, like how? I would be very disappointed. Okay, so we'll call it a 10 for. You said guy you saw was 30s and photos sent to you was dude in his 50s. You said Pup was good with gun, as in cold. He escaped from Kansas mental hospital June 30th, where he was being... Okay. Oh, really? Is that the 30-year-old guy that escaped from Kansas mental hospital, or is it that 50-year-old guy? Araceli is saying, I'm waiting for the 10-4. Okay, I'm going to call 10-4. You know what, Ruth? We'll pick it up because I'm confused. So are you telling me that the fellow in the picture is the one who... How do you know the fellow in the picture is the one who escaped from prison? Did you send me that email? Oh, I have to go look at it. I mean, I'm not blaming you or mad at you or anything like that if you sent it. I don't know who sent it. Somebody did. I have it in my emails. I got to go look it up. Or was it that fellow, that the Hayden Brown guy who says that? Okay. Oh, yes, I get it. Hayden Brown showed a picture of an old guy and said that she saw him, it was already out on the internet, and she picked up and yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but that fool didn't even watch that video properly. I very clearly said 30 years old. So I don't know. Rest assured, Kirtana, I'm going to rest for sure. Okay, I'm going to call it 10-4. Shuffle the cards. What? Anzug 65. The real tarot. Shuffle the cards for what, honey? Thank you, Kathleen. Okay, I have to look at that, Ruth. I really have to look at that. Okay, let's call it 10-4. Otherwise, I'll keep going on. Thanks to Texas Patriot for... Alright, y'all, I'm going to call it. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate all of y'all. Texas Patriot, as always. I do appreciate you. Thank you so very much, y'all. See you in the next, okay? That's why the anchor came up. Yeah, well, there we go. See you all next week. Yes, take care, you guys, okay? Alright, bye for now. I'm going to end the stream. Good night. What's that? Who that? And